This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm not ready. What's happening, everybody? Shit. So yeah, these go back here like such. This is a little behind the scenes for you here and my unpreparedness. You know how lights are huge. Lights are everything, right? Oh, that doesn't work. I'm missing, where's that box? I had this box. How's everybody doing? Am I starting off good? Is this good? What's happening? Where is my box? That'll work. That'll work. Bring this up. Ooh, a little better. All right, I can hear us. I'm settling in to a nice, lovely Thursday. What is happening? We got to start it off in a weird way because why not? Squirrel, what is that? What is that? Oh, hi. How's everybody doing? What is happening? What's going on? What's the good word? Mini Militaw is the good word, guys. I tell you what. Let's go straight down here. Boom. Who has heard about the mini Militaw? It's not quite out yet, although a few people have ordered them from somewhere. Shh, my brain just shut off. They're not really available. They're not even listed at Kizer, but they are listed at White Mountain Knives. But they're listed as not available yet. They are going to be dropping very soon. I was made aware of them. I can't remember how. Long story short, I messaged my contact at Kizer. I said, oh, you know, I saw these, but I don't see them on your page. You know, give me some information. What's going on? Are they coming out? Are they going to be available at Kizer? Are they only going to be available at White Mountain, or what's the deal? They look super cool. And they were like, which one do you want? And I'm like, snap. Yeah, so I picked this one out, and this is their budget model. I think it's gonna be around 60 bucks. Let's just go, boom. White Mountain Knives, there it is. That's the one that I currently have. Notify me. I did message them because several people have asked when they're going to be dropping, when they're going to be available. And so I'm hoping that Kizer will get back to me and let me know so I can let anyone else know. Or if anybody does know, tell us. Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. But it's definitely a smaller knife for sure. As far as the Militaw goes, I don't have one. I've handled one, and I know it's a great knife. I didn't handle it that much, but it was at where was that? At Blade Show. Yeah. Anyway, everybody knows the Militaw is a great knife. This is basically just a smaller version with the same feel, the same action. Happy, happy joy. Is this what happened over here? Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry. Fixing my own world here. But I am super stoked about this. I mean, I know I sent it for free, so I'm a shill for Kizer. Is that what everyone's going to say? I do want to talk about that in a little bit. We'll get at that later. But I say it, every time too. When I get something or I get a deal on something, I'm still going to give you my honest opinion. But you already know I've got like 30 Kizers. I love Kizers. I bought most of them. They have sent me a few. But this thing is sick. Before we even get into that, let's settle in. But okay, I carried it. I got it. Today's Thursday, so I got it Tuesday night. I did my unboxing. You might have already watched that. I didn't know what it was because when they told me they were sending it, they basically said it might be a little while, and I knew that it wasn't going to be out for a few weeks, so I kind of just assumed, all right, no tracking. It's going to be a bit. I'll probably get it in a few weeks. Chicago Knife Works. Thank you, Knives Are Life. Yeah, the other place that I feel a few people said that they've actually ordered one from Chicago Knife Works, except for they don't have. Neil McKenzie's got to go back to work. Thanks for stopping by, Neil. I think they don't have the descriptions and the photos up at Chicago Knife Works, but you can place the order, and it is a reputable company. I've been told. I don't think I've actually ever ordered anything from them, but what I was reading was in the tri-state chat or whatever, someone had asked about it, and several people had said, yeah, if it's from there, you're good. Laid Off Pete says he's here. Last hour of work. I was listening to some lives and stuff at work. It helps pass the time, I tell you what. I tell you what. What's up? What's going on? We got some people in here. How's everyone doing? Stacy bolstered blade. Stacy, we need to lock it down. I apologize. I've been busy. You know how it is. But we are ready to go with Stacy's Clydesdale. I just want to confirm our final decisions. Is that the word? Sure. Knives and Pizza. Watching your stream in the hospital. Slipped out of the shower and cut my toe off on a broken flower vase. Like, off? Like, off. Or are you just saying, like, because I cut off the tip of my finger. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay your accident. I apologize. Dang. I hope everything's good. Take care. Nice at pizza. Dude, I slipped in the shower once and I thought I was going to knock myself out. I felt like all lightheaded. But yeah, that's the thing. You get soap going and stuff. It's got to be careful. Knives Are Life says they are on point, meaning Chicago. No, I already forgot what it's called. Chicago Knife Works. So if you are interested, you might be able to pre-order one from there now, or order it. I don't know, they might not be shipping right away or something like that. Lou, what's going on? Lou, how you doing? Barbie Chambers is here. Marco, what's going on, bud? Clint Crosby. Man, everybody's showing up. What's going on tonight? I gave something away last week and it pulled everyone in this week. Awesome. Good to see you all. Smiles all around. Matt! What you been up to, bud? I haven't seen Matt in a little while. Been keeping happy, keeping good? Fred the Lug. You are part of the FB Tri-State group. What town do you live? FB Tri-State group. What does that mean, Fred? Facebook? I live in Minneapolis area in Minnesota. What is everyone up to tonight? Lou, how you been, my man? And Matt's surviving. Okay, let me scroll back up. Who else is in here? Laid Off Pete, last hour of work. Okay, that's where we were. It's been a busy, man, I tell you, work's been interesting. It's been fun. What the F, Kenman? I thought you were a professional, says TKE. I'm probably reading something he's talking about the way I started up the stream. Well, no, this is how we do. Didn't I read you were driving? Are you driving? You typing and driving? Texting and driving? Tactical Llama EDC is here. Excellent, nice little group of people here. Angelo. What's up? I thought I saw Kathleen. There's Kathleen Smith. How you doing? Ralph Robertson has joined the group. Greg, did you message me? Did I not see it? Am I losing my mind? I had the giveaway last week and it got paid forward to Greg. I don't know if I have your address yet. If you did, maybe you did, and I'll go through it. But if you didn't, get it to me so I can get that shipped out. Sir. Kind sir. What's everyone been up to this week? Anybody buying any new knives? What's the hot talk on the town? I've been getting some interesting things. Everybody watch my Shipwreck video. Without getting crazy into that, I feel like I have just barely scratched the surface of starting to go crazy on experimenting in the shipwreck process. I'm stoked about it. Brown Sugar 69. Talk about winners right there. Sorry, eyeball. Got that piece of silver coming to you in the mail soon. Also a collector of coins. How convenient. I got my Desert Warrior Kershaw Iridium. Desert Warrior Kershaw Iridium. Nice. I have an Iridium somewhere around here. I got that right when it came out. They did come out with some new ones. I remember I saw one that had like the orange, a few different colors. Mine's just kind of the base, kind of blah, kind of gray. It's a nice knife. The action is good on that thing. Nope, still waiting. What are we waiting on, Barbie? TKE says smash that like button. Don't crash your car. Desert, not dessert. Wait. Dessert. There is a difference. There is a difference. Isn't that how the Desert Warrior came to be in the first place? It was a typo, and they saw the typo, and that's how the first one, I think, was actually made. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate fact. Go ahead and quote me on that one at your leisure. KDK, can you post Kizer affiliate link to the drop bear? Boom. There is a Kizer knife affiliate link. If you are interested, you click on that link right there and make a purchase. Helps out the channel a little bit. Yeah, that was kind of one of the things I was getting at. Is, what I kind of want to talk about tonight is my feelings. I don't know. Getting free stuff is pretty damn cool. I'm not going to say it ever was my goal, but I feel like, I don't know, I've talked with a few companies and I almost feel like I more want to persuade them to send me stuff for review more than send me stuff. I don't know. I'm watching a lot of stuff on, without getting total sidetracked, I'm a Star Wars nerd, and the state of Star Wars today is not quite where it has been. The quality of shows has dropped and blah, 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 but there's been some wars of like the channels, the big channels that got like millions of subscribers that talk about it, and one of the Disney shills, basically one of the YouTube channels, basically tried to throw all the other channels under the bus because they're talking bad about Disney channels, and since they're working for Disney and Disney flies them out for interviews and sends them things to review and stuff like that, they're basically working for Disney, so they can't talk bad about Disney. So they're basically trying to get the company or the channels that were talking bad about Disney shows to get defunded and deplatformed from YouTube, which is outrageous because everyone's got an opinion. Everyone should be able to say what they want to say, but trying to get someone canceled because they don't like a show that you clearly are saying you like because you are getting paid to do it. And And it just made me start analyzing how that kind of works. And how some channels, you know, like in the middle of a video, they're like, today's video is brought to you by this type of bed or whatever. Are you tired and your back hurts or whatever? You should get one of these beds. And, you know, I mean, I guess money talks, and I haven't been offered anything that maybe these channels are getting tons of money for doing these commercials or whatever. But for me, I don't really ever want to do that. I mean, maybe doing a commercial for myself, say, hey, KDK here, I do some custom work, you are interested, you know, something like that. But like actually using a commercial, I mean, yeah, I'm monetizing. So am I talking back and forth about stuff? My channel's monetized, but I'm not going to sit here and do a commercial in here that you can't avoid or skip or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to work for companies. I kind of want to work for myself. This channel's my hobby. This is my fun. So I want to keep it fun. I want to keep it true to myself. And so I'm really going to more emphasize on custom stuff, things like that. Not really worry about getting companies to send me things. Although sometimes I want to review stuff that I wouldn't maybe be able to afford. And so that would help out. So in that, anyone out there, any of you that have some cool stuff that would be fun to review and talk about that I haven't already reviewed or have, contact me. I'd be interested. I'd also be willing to help chip in for shipping and stuff like that. But I do love making content. I definitely want to get into more customizing and stuff. Did something happen? Why is the YouTube trend in the last 2 to 3 days to discuss sponsors, free things, and how content creators aren't taking free things? Why follow the trends? I didn't talk to Kalama. I'm just saying I've been watching a lot of stuff on Star Wars, specifically Star Wars, and that's what they've been talking about. And it's because, you know, I don't know. It's just you see a company that or a channel that clearly works for Disney is now trying to defund people that talk bad about Disney. It's like, there's a lot of people that have channels on YouTube that talk about stuff that I don't want to talk about, that I'm not interested in. Well, I'm not going to go to try to get them canceled, to turn them off. I'm just going to watch something else, you know? And I don't know. Again, I'll move on with that. I'm cool with it. I just was kind of letting you all know that, yeah, I did just get a free knife from them, but I feel like I want to pursue more customizations in the channel and more. I love doing unboxings. I love getting more knives. I'm going to keep buying more knives forever. That's the bottom line. Disney blows. Lou, you're right. They do kind of blow. I remember, man, they used to just hit after hit after hit. But they don't make pocket knives, so forget them.
Boo Anderson became a member.
Welcome to the gas station. Boo, much appreciated. Knives fast. That's awesome, Fred. I want a Corbin custom so bad. Boo has just become a sponsor. Thank you so much, Boo. Welcome. All right, what did I miss? That was it, Fred. I just got a wicked knife in the mail today. Custom Corbin Steelworks Sadie. So excited to play with it. Also acquired an older Cody Utzler mini. See alert. Oh.
KDK, keep being you and doing what you do. You rock.
I can't hear it. I need to fix that. I can tell that it's playing. I can see the alert moving, so I can wait for it to finish so I don't interrupt it. But I can't actually hear it. There it goes. Keep being you and doing what you do. You rock. Thank you, Tactical Llama. I don't even know where I'm going. I love this channel. I had no idea. Like I said, here it is. We are well over a year in, and I am having a blast with this. Doing the custom stuff. This Shipwreck stuff has just got me bonkers. I watched 2 more hours worth of this lady talking about chunks of copper that she makes earrings out of, and like just test after test, and a lot of salt, little salt, rock salt, ammonia, soy sauce. Kenman's like, dude, I love experimenting. I love doing stuff. Check this out. You guys might have watched the first one. I haven't finished this up yet, but look at how much blue I got this time. All right, here's another thing. Focus. Almost too much blue, right? I'm going to sand this down, clean it up a little bit, and then we're going to put a little sealer on it that's going to help make the colors pop. But holy moly, the first time I didn't leave it in long enough, and the blue basically came off just by washing it with my hands. Here is the pen. See the action. I almost think dropping it directly into the paper towels, oops, bumping you, gives you a little bit more of this weird kind of variation. And if you see like on the Vero here, that just turned out so good. I'm trying to mimic some of this, but I'm going to do a lot of experiments and try to figure out, you know, the salt is making the blue for sure. I'm not really sure exactly what's causing the black. I almost think that's where like a piece of a paper towel is hitting it and it's forcing the ammonia to touch it, but it's also absorbing it, pulling it away. And I did it flat this direction and applied downward. But what happens is you get some pooling, and when it pools up, it doesn't have a chance to fall off, so it kind of spreads. And versus if it was this way sitting in something, where it's touching like the paper towels or whatever, it kind of will help wick away that moisture, which will make it do different things. Not too blue. Love it. Thank you, Kathleen. Is the pen going to be gritty on the pen going to be gritty on the inside? Well, it's so hard to show you inside there. I did get one spot right there on that inside section, but down through the tube, it didn't really grow anything. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it was kind of an experiment. And what'll happen is it's something that can all be sanded off. So I could get some type of a bristle pipe cleaner or something and go down in there and probably clean that out if it doesn't go back together well. It's like, again, they're experiments that I'm interested to try. I've got this other pen right here, where in this one the cap comes off. I can take everything apart and I'll be able to do this section here, and everything else it's just the threads. I don't know. I just wanted to buy some brass and some copper to do some tests. I actually got a couple more coming in the mail soon. I've got this Civivi Exarch that's got a really dark copper on it that I'm going to take my sanding stones and buff that off of there, get it cleaned up, and we're going to try a Shipwreck on this one. And then I also have my Kizer K with the copper that I'm going to do with this one here. Just run a fine wire brush. Yeah, something like that, Anthony, exactly. But yeah, this copper, I'm going to clean this all up as well on this Towser, one of my favorite knives. I love this thing. I got 4 of them. Look at the action. It's just great. Boom. Flicks out so good. Really nice choke up. Good feel on this thing. Ooh. But yeah, really huge piece of real estate right there to get some interesting stuff going on. New here, seen your live in my feed. Is that a mini Militaw? Says Adventure Man. This right here is the brand new mini Militaw. Not quite available yet. Will be coming out soon. It is exactly like the big Militaw, just a little bit smaller. Feels great in the hand. Action is awesome. Swing shut, flicks out. Super cool. Knocked it out of the park. They've got a bunch. This is the base model, so I got Nitro V, and it's got G10 with this inlay Mikurite. Hold on. Boom. There it is. So there it is at White Mountain Knives. Still says notify me, add to wish list, so it's not available yet. I did contact Kizer, ask them when it will be available, so I'm hoping they'll get back to me soon. Yeah, Maturity wood handle, the Nitro V. Super happy with it. Let's go back. I can show you. They have a bunch of styles. The super ugly Ultim with this red, just the grossest combo. This one's kind of cool. And then look at like this one here, damn. So they got the full on S45 VN fat carbon titanium. So they have all the styles. You get that budget one for $60. You can buy one for $170. I need to get an actual Militaw. I do not have one yet. But this has now made it like, just, it feels so nice in the hand. It looks so good. I knew it was a nice knife. I have been talking to Kizer about it for a while. I actually asked him about doing a lefty version, and it looks like they are in the works to do it. Doesn't mean it's going to be coming out yet, but it's in the works. Have you figured out what you're doing with the Pony Stout? No, I have not, Michael. Long story short, I still have Stacy's blade to do. I still have Grizzle Bear leather, his to do. Hell, I got MPG's sitting back behind that. We basically got Grizzle's decided on what's happening. We're kind of locking down exactly what we're doing with Stacy's, finalizing it. And so I really want to do this too, but I'm trying to be true to, I have their projects ready to go, and so I'll be patient with mine, and I'm gonna wait until I finish theirs before I do this one. Although, man, I really love this. The Pony Stout, that sick grind, really cool. I think though, basically I might do, if I were to just pick right now, I'd say like a gold and a blue. And so I do the whole thing in the gold, right? So all the backspacer and all the hardware in gold, and then I do the scale in gold, then sand the scale down but not in these grooves, which would then leave the gold inside those grooves, and then do the whole thing again in blue. So then you'd have like a blue gold kind of silver mix or something to that effect. Josh Almighty Blades, what's going on? I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did. So now I gotta scroll up. Cool if I did what? I'm not paying enough attention to chat. How far back is it, dude? I miss it? Be a lot cooler if you did, man. What was that Militaw with Zallium? Paul, was that on the site? Did one of them say Zallium? Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. That must be that see-through section. Titanium and Zallium, yeah. So that must be that clear Lexan kind of non-yellow PP Ultim stuff. Zallium. I haven't heard that either. You still haven't done Stacy's? Good Lord, the woman has 50 years of life left. Let's get it together, KDK. Oh, Lou, you're the best. I'll throw myself under the bus. It's my responsibility. But we did not, we haven't really completely locked down exactly what we're doing. We kind of narrowed it down to kind of a fade and stuff. But, I need to make sure we got it totally finalized, and then with work, it's been tough to get in there. I haven't been able to help get anything anodized lately. It's been a little rough, but I'm on it. You know how it goes. Blade Walker, Kenman, don't hate because I have been absent. Daddy is back! Welcome back, Blade Walker. Always good to have you around. I know life is life, bro. It's real. And time, and like I said, I have these projects I want to do for people, and life gets in the way sometimes. If I could just sit back and just do projects and just be, I've wanted to be the KDK artist life. I'm just an artist, just doing creative things and having fun. If I could do it a little bit in the knife world here and there. Although I love my job, it's really cool. And I don't plan on quitting it or anything like that anytime soon. So I'm in a good spot. I'm in a good spot. But yeah, I get it. Time is flies. And every year, that year is a smaller percentage of your life. And so it goes faster and faster and faster. It's crazy. So, what am I missing? What's everyone chatting about that I need to know? It doesn't help that the alternate name for urine-colored Ultim is PEI. P. Yeah, basically, it's truth. But I have a feeling Ultim is going to drop off because of something like these Zalliums and the Lexan and stuff. They're going to start having clear reds and clear blues and clear greens and clear everything but yellow, and all those yellow haters out there. Why are there so many yellow haters out there? I mean, who doesn't like a nice little see-through PP? I mean, it's fantastic. Boosh. My newest, well, kind of new Assassin. This is the newest version they've got with the PEI Ultim and frag pattern. The clutch lock. You know I love the clutch lock. Kizer does good things with the clutch lock. They've basically taken that axis lock, crossbar lock, and perfected it. And it's got, you can see that spring in there. There are several holes, for those that might not know, that you can put those springs in different locations. So I can make this tighter or looser and really dial it in. Although I've never dialed any of them in because every one that I've ever had, here's my mini Telzer K in the frag titanium, but this one also has the crossbar, the clutch lock. It just is great. Another clutch lock, the old drop bear, right? Or why not the newest Kizer Task. Dude, my lighting is still so washed out. Look at that white handle. No texture to it whatsoever. But there it is. I need to get some baffles or something to kind of work on that. But yeah, as you can see, I have several of the Kizer clutch lock, and they are great. What color should I dye this? We're doing this custom task pretty soon. Talked about doing different colors in the scoops, but that would be difficult to make that work. I want to do maybe a fade or something. What color fade should we do on this bad boy? I got the CDC Hectare a couple weeks ago. Pure shit. Hate it. CDC Hectare. So, what don't you like about the Hectare? Hectare. Or wait, am I thinking of a different knife? CDC Hectare. Damn it, I can't spell. Hect. Yeah. You mean Hectare? Like this? Is this the one you're talking about? Kevin? The Hectare? The hole is tight to the handle on the CJRB Hectare. I know some people aren't a fan. Yeah, 0 detent, no spring adjustment. They don't have spring adjustment in there. I guess I've never taken this one apart. Look at my detent. I can't. Like, there are knives I have where the detent, we can, oh Jesus, give me the focus. Whoop. Today on Knife Puppet Theater, right? That is a weak detent. I can sit here and talk that detent all day, right? My Hectare, I want it doesn't. I can't get it to. Oh yeah, there I did. Mine, I don't know, maybe it's because it's the tightness that's in there. Boom, it just pops out. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with mine. Like I said, some people complain that the hole is too close, but you can see mine thumbs out, flicks out pretty easy. I don't really have too many issues with it. I don't carry it that much, but yeah, everybody's got style, taste, things they love, things they hate. I am a hater of the new Pyrite light. This thing sucks. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna mod this one. I'm modding the shit out of this one. I'm over it. I've cut myself twice with these stupid knives. But you know what? The regular Pyrite, never cut myself ever. It works great. It's fine. It's fantastic. The rose gold buoy Pyrite, never cut myself with it. It's fine. It's fine. No, this is way more than fine. This thing's fantastic. I love it. It's awesome. The Pyrite is choice. But I do have 2 Pyrite lights and they suck. Why does the blade have to be so damn long? I don't understand. Look at that. You can see the tip of that blade can cut your palm all the way to the very end of the handle. It makes no sense. It doesn't, what's the benefit? What's the benefit other than me with a big hand cutting my palm with it? I'm cutting the tip off of that thing. I'm making it shorter. I'm making it more of a Wharncliffe blade, and I'm going to dye the handle. What do you think about that? Giddy up. Let's go. I got like 3 projects in front of it. Damn it. Good times. Good time. The new Alt Hectare looks good. It has thumb studs instead of the hole. Adventure Man is correct. I saw that, and it probably... Who was it? Someone else was... I thought I saw someone review it maybe, or someone got it, but they were saying, yeah, with the thumb studs, it's just significantly better as far as the hole access comparatively. I don't know. I'm cool with it. I like the way it looks, and mine works. Oh, you can't see it. Mine works, and I love the way the Ultim looks with the black underneath there. It kind of hides it. Oh, there, I failed that. But you can see this the way the blade being silver hiding in there. I think that's just a really cool look. And it feels good. It's got that choke up spot. But I do not carry it all that much. But I don't carry mini knives all that much, because I keep getting new ones, and I try to carry a different one every day, and I do my daily pocket checks, and I'm on like 436 or something like that. 435 days in a row where I do a daily pocket check right over there. I move this plant out of the way. I take it out, show you what it is, put it away. That's a short every day. Who's seen every one of them? Anyone? Stash did a review on it, I think. I think you're right, Paul. How's it going, Paul? What you been up to today? Then what I have is the alt. Mine is a Warney and thumb studs. Any chance of touching up those roots, KDK? You pull off the bleach bond burnout surfer dude, look well. Well, you can see where my roots are growing out. It used to be at kind of an ombre. Now it's pretty much to here. I dyed my hair for Halloween over, I guess it was 2 years ago, and this is 2 years of growth coming out. There you go. You can see it right about there is where it's blonde on. Should I just dye it all blonde again? I guess if you're talking about doing the roots, if I touch up the roots, I'm touching up everything from here to here. I would do that. Would that be a stream-worthy event? We're going to dye the hair, and then we can have votes on what color it's going to be, and probably not. Nothing new or notable. Decent day. Decent days are good. Some days are bad. Some days are, you found out your buddy's got cancer and one of his kidneys, he's got to get him taken out, but apparently they're going to pop that thing out and he's going to be as good as new. But yeah, you got to take each day for what it is and live it. The best. Paul Mills is here too. Double Paul. Absolutely nothing. Just woke up from a nap. What time is it where Paul's at? Stacy says she's wanted one of the rose golds but haven't been able to. Anyone want to get rid of one? Oh, they're really that out of stock, huh? I guess I haven't really paid attention to if it was in stock or not, because I got one, and once you've got one, you don't necessarily notice that as much. I should keep my hand on the pulse more, right? Check out the new SRM Cub 261M. Dwayne Letterman. What's going on, bud? Man, I just do not know how to type today, I guess. El Navajaro says, check out the new SRM Cub 261M. So we are. 2 Pauls, 1 Wheezy, and counting. Wheezy's here? I haven't seen him yet. I'm missing out on chat today, I think. Y'all can punch me in the face. Greetings from the Bluegrass State, everyone, says King Snake. What's going on, King Snake? Today I got 4 in the mail, all bangers. Purple Haze Militaw, F22 Kickstop, Flytanium Arcade, and an X-Took. Which X-Took did you get? Oh, I should have those out too. I don't know where I put those. Dude. I don't even see them. Are they over there? Jesus Christ. Kenman, what is your story? I got a couple of X-Tooks, and I don't see either of them. Where the hell did I put them? We'll get back to that. Okay, Cub 261, 154 CM blade, G10 handle. Who's got one of these? Looks like it's got a crossbar style lock. 85 bucks. I like 154. Phosphor bronze washers, due to larger contact area compared to ball bearings, can better support a wider blade. What you know about that? Who's got one of these? That's a nice looking knife. Ooh. I don't know if I like that huge lanyard backspacer thing. The hole is huge though. I'm on. In? On board? Iowa 8K, what's up everyone? How's Iowa doing tonight? Iowa and I are going to meet up on Saturday. Yeah. There is a show this weekend. There is a knife show in the Minneapolis area. If anyone is around, we can go ahead and talk about that real quick. Josh says he's got to go make some videos. See you, Ken. Remember to like the stream.
Bork Hawk is subscribed to the channel.
Bork Hockey? Borquay Hockey has subscribed to the channel. Thanks for joining the party. We're gonna have some fun. Wow, I just totally squirreled. Huge squirrel. Did you see it? Yeah, there is a knife show this weekend in the Minneapolis area. I believe it's more focused on custom knife makers. So I think most of it's Iowa. If you're here and you have any other info to pop on it. But I believe it's mostly just custom knife makers. Little convention, but where I'm going to meet up with Iowa AK. We'll probably make a video. Well, yeah, we'll make a video for sure. Well, I'm making a video. He might be in it. Or we'll make a video. We'll make a couple. We're going to have some fun. But we're going to walk around, check that show out, kind of bring you guys there, let you see it. Maybe we'll even go live while we're there a little bit. Yeah, we'll probably go live for a little bit while we're there. I mean, why not? Why not? But it should be a nice little fun time. I'm interested. Ron Dobbins, what's up? I mean, I'm a fan of holes. Dude, everybody loves a good one. Most of my knives have holes in them, right? Okay, settle down. What's up, Jay Korskaden? How you doing? Iowa AK, this will be my first knife show of any kind, so we're looking forward to the adventure. Iowa, we're gonna have a good time. I'm wondering, because I don't know. I tried to find more info on it. Jay says, think it's pronounced more like Bork. Bork. You got it. It should be an interesting show. Either way, there's going to be people there that make knives and sell knives. I'm just curious as how many, like, what if there's going to be any like companies there, you know, like Kizer's not going to be there, you know, stuff like that. But I who cares? There's going to be knives. We're going to look at them. I'm going to check out some people, you know, maybe interview a few people, look at what there is to offer, maybe buy a knife or two. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time. Michael says he has a SRM 288 or 282 or 22882 or 2882. Anyway, banger. If I go to their page and I type that 288 or 282 or 2882, let's take a guess. 282. 0 results. 288. Playing the game here. 288. 0 results. 2882. We're almost there. All knives. Oh, I tell ya. Just got back home from walking your dog at the beach. Ron, where do you live? What beach? Or is it a lake or an ocean? Or how big of a beach are we talking here? Lake Superior kind of a beach? All right. Boom. What else is new on the table? Yeah, Tallboy's been out for a little while now. I've definitely been enjoying that. I'm liking Divo now that I got the Pony Stout and the Tallboy. I got a couple. I really want to get a Lush. Who in the chat has a Lush and can convince me to get it or not get it? Lou says it's not even 8 p.m. Eastern and we're already into hole talk. Let's try to keep it clean for the kiddies till 10. That was very, very nonchalant, I think. Aaron, just got switched to afternoon shifts. I'm depressed, but at least I can join the streams now. Hey, there you go. Dude, yeah, shifts sometimes work. I remember I used to work at a restaurant where you didn't have a consistent schedule. So one week you'd work Monday night, Tuesday lunch, off Wednesday, Thursday double, Friday night, Saturday double. And then the next week you'd be off Tuesday, work double Wednesday, Thursday lunch, Friday double, you know, and it would just be different every week and you didn't really have a set kind of a comfort zone to kind of fall into. Like Tingley Beach here in Albuquerque. ALBUQUERQUE. Ah, I love that I love this dark mode. Lush. Why do I keep saying that? I think I just need to buy a Lush because I talk about it and I want one. But yeah, this is the dark mode from the Blade Binge. Who's been to Blade Binge? I actually haven't sold anything on Blade Binge, but I've made a few purchases. I bought a few knives a couple of times from them. Met those guys, met Eric down at Blade Show Texas last year. Real nice guy. But yeah, had to pick this one up. Really happy with this one. I mean, you can see the action is great. It feels super good in the hand. I'm not a big fan of these multicolored fat carbons and crazy things that have been coming out that people seem to be all hot on. I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm kind of more of a solid color. I mean, then here we're going to get into the Shipwreck stuff. So I contradict myself a little bit there, but whatever. There's my Blade Binge link in the chat there. If you want to go check Blade Binge out, you can sell knives, you can buy knives, you can buy new knives, you can buy used knives. Pretty fun stuff. Ken Fixed. Hey people, late to the party. Hope everyone is well. Everybody say hi to good old Ken Fixed, our top donator for giveaways lately. He's really jumped on board that train. We appreciate Ken. Gave us the coin and the Kizer fixed blade last week that we gave away. Super fun. For no reason. No reason. Just some fun. Having a good time. I actually have been going through a few of my knives and setting some stuff up for some more giveaways and stuff. But I don't know. I'll do another one at 6,000 for sure. And look at this wing I got going on right now. How's that? Lort. I need to shave again. It just keeps growing back. Every time I shave it off, it grows back. Lou, let's have a look at that paisley piece. And we can do a test. Okay, so I've been having issues with this right here. My focus. My focus sucks. I haven't had a chance to really... See, look at that. See how it sits like that and it just gets mad? I haven't had a chance to dial this in yet, but I want to show you this. This is a different camera. Here's my camera that's out of focus still, but look at this picture. Perfect focus on my hand. All right, now go back. It's got a real nice pic, right? Okay. Well, I bought another camera. Boom. I haven't had a chance to set it up yet. But what I can tell you is when I was testing it, the way I'm going to set it up is I'm going to... Now it's doing it, of course. Of course. I tested this before, it was working fine. Basically what I'm going to do is be extremely upset that before I did this earlier today, every time I went like this, it was right in focus right away. But long story short... Look at that, the red one down there is just imperfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up as my close-up cam for now. And it's still not even... Oh, man. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to put it... Oh, you're getting double audio when I did that? Good to know. Are you getting double audio now? Stop with the double talk. Terrible echo. So I'm assuming that that was happening when I was in the close-up cam, right? Are we currently normal again? Now this is the stream I know and love. It's all good now. Yep, so I have something going on with that cam because I haven't set it up yet. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up off to the side over here with just nothing underneath it, like just a little flat black backdrop. And then I can go like this with a knife and it won't have anything to focus on except for zoomed in. Does that make sense? So then when I'm here and I do this, it doesn't give me that issue that I've been having, although right now it seems to be working. It doesn't work when you want it to, and then now, and I'm like, I got the new camera, now it's, you should be able to pair a camera with an audio. Yeah, I got it laid off. I'll be able to get it dialed in. Like I said, I literally grabbed that camera, quick plugged it in, and was like, okay, we're gonna try to mess with it. I'll have it set up by next week. Fukduzel! I did see you say something and I didn't even acknowledge you. I'm sorry, my man. Fukduzel, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. My man! But yeah, this is the Lasermark Paisley Kershaw. What the heck is this thing called? Ember. Actually got this from Stacy recommended this. I'd gotten another couple knives and she was like, oh, the Kershaw Ember is kind of a cute one. But the Lasermark turned out sick. I am going to be doing more of this. Buy better knives and won't have that issue. What's the issue? What's up, Mr. Eddie? How you doing today? What's the issue? Does anybody know about this thing? How do you like the Olatan's 047? I see you picked one up in red, laid off Pete. Okay, we're going to get back to this one. The Olatan's is another one that I ordered. This one took a little while to get. It was kind of the snail mail from China. But I really like this Olatan's. 14C, contoured, really nice red G10. That red G10 backspacer. Look at this red. It just pops like crazy. It drops pretty good. Front flipper only, but it works. I should be able to flick it out like that. I can index finger front flip it really easily. Thumb flick it out. Nice knife. These are like 30, 40 bucks. I'm going to get another Olatan's. I'm impressed. Like I said, I don't know how long and how well the edge will hold with this 14C. Like how well they did the heat treatment on it. I have no experience with it. I don't know anyone who was able to tell me much about it. But Laid Off Pete was probably the one who brought it up. Action on his G47 is so smooth. It is. I mean, look at that. I am not really good at that index finger front flip. That's all for you guys. The first like 10 I did. Now I'm all whoom. But it does work good. And it's cool. Normal is subjective, says Lanyard Man. And I fall under the oddly objective, subjective, rejective. Where are those cheap knives? Where in the fragger neck? I bought those too. I don't even. You know you have a problem when you have so many knives on the table you can't find two of them. It's kind of mind-boggling right now. Like, where in the hell did I set those? I don't even know. Where's my mini pyrite too? You ever? Anybody else ever? I have. Love my Lush. Love that it feels and looks like a slip, but has all the features and feel of great locking knife. Fred, that's what I wanted to hear. It does look like a slip joint, but it's got that flick out action, that nice looking fuller. It's a cool looking knife. 200 bucks is on that edge where I can't just drop and buy them at will. But the two Divos that I have now, I'm quite happy with, so I will definitely be looking into more from them. I apologize that I keep looking left and right. I'm trying to make these knives appear. Lou, let's remove all plunge locks from the screen, please. Yes. The audio is now amazing. Ken says, has anyone reached out to you on diamond sharpening stones yet? Still curious on high quality stones that are good online purchases. Well, I contacted several companies telling them I was interested in buying some stones and using them for some sharpening and some content on the channel. Haven't heard back from anyone. So you know, I'm not sure which ones I want to go with, but I do want to get stones. I'm probably going to get some actual diamond stones. Just a nice set of stones with a few grits, and then start getting to work on some sharpening. I don't have to sharpen much. It's what's nice, you know, if you just keep buying a new knife every few days, and then you do an unboxing of it, and then buy a new knife a few days later, what happens is you can carry a new knife all the time, and then the amount of cuts that you actually make dwindle and dwindle. And the next thing you know, you barely have to make any cuts on any of your knives, so you can use them all for quite some time before you actually have to sharpen anything. I'm digging that funky new recurve, Sativian ST777. Ugh. Ron just got the Vero Axon. Is that this one? Whoop. Right? This is the lefty? Lou, KDK just got an Ankylo, and I'm having QC issues as well. What the hell is up with Vosteed? Here's what's up with Vosteed and what I have to say. I don't know, not interested. You saw all the stuff I did and the problems I had, and then you look online and you see all the other people that have QC issues with it, and then you went and bought one. I'm not trying to get mad at you, Lou. I'm sorry. But, yeah. There's too many issues with that knife for me to recommend it at all. Laid off Pete, I was able to snatch a tactile knife coat Rockwall, and it's wicked smooth and constructed well, but like others have said, factory edge is lacking. Interesting. I had a tactile knife coat Rockwall that I was on loan from Mr. Eddie. Thanks again, Mr. Eddie. I enjoyed it. Smaller knife, really good action. Didn't really cut much with it or do any sharpening of any kind, so I wasn't really aware of much on that. But if you can send it in, they'll fix it, or if you can just get a good edge to it. Forgive me, KDK, for I have sinned. No, Lou, it's cool. It's a really nice looking knife. I was really excited about it, but you know, the issues I had and then the way that they handled it. That's all. That's it. It's enough said. I hope Vosteed gets their together. I do too. I do too. For now, I'm good. There's so many other beautiful knives out there. Like I said, I'm not going to talk down about companies, and I'm just going to look for the companies that I'm interested in, knives that I think look cool, and go forward from there. This one was recommended from Iowa AK, this little Boker USB, because it looks like a USB stick. But look at the action on that. Bing, bing. Fun little one, huh? I mean, why wouldn't you? And they're only like $40. Can't go wrong. Thanks for the rib kick while I was down, Mr. Eddie. Wait for Saturday morning live. I haven't made it to the Saturday lives lately. Man, the weekends, I haven't been able to make it to MPG's live on Sunday nights either. I feel bad. I need to talk to TKE and meet up with him, and we should do another joint live. That was fun. I just feel like I've been so busy. Yeah, Iowa loves this little guy. It's cool. I wanted that orange one or whatever, but it sold out quick, and then I saw the black one and jumped on it. And the silly Mad Yako hasn't been in here yet tonight. Mad Yako went and picked this up, sent it to me. The $10 Ozark Grail. This thing is actually pretty great. I'm not going to be carrying it around. You better be there for his 2K. When's he doing the celebration? Is it this weekend? Dude, I'm out of the loop right now. Just chilling, admiring the Rosie, says Paul. Dude, I'd like to admire a Rosie. What have we not picked up on the table yet? This gorgeous hunk of burning love. Ugh. Whoops. Lanyard Man's beauty. I need to get these shipped back to him. Ken, LOL, not the approach I take. However, that was a valid answer. Just buy a new knife. I want to become the best knife sharpener east of the Mississippi. That sounds like a fun title. He's the best knife sharpener east of the Mississippi. Yeah, sorry I'm squirreling out today, Ken. But I do want to get some stones pretty soon. I am due. I've been wanting to buy some. I've got, a couple hundred set away to do it. I've just been trying to figure out which ones to go with, and I wanted to get some advice from the companies. Not that I was trying to get anything from them, but just, some of them it's like, talk to them and it's like, okay, this is what you offer. What do you recommend? Like if I was going to buy these, should I get the 4,000 and the 10,000 or the 2,500 and the 5 and the 12 or you know what I mean? Just someone who knows a little bit about it. What's this called again? Golden Design Works. Dude, that button actuated frame lock, Magna Cut, titanium, fluted, gorge. Let me get that caliber. It's not mine to give. I gotta send it to its actual home pretty soon. But I wish I could keep it. But I get it. That's a spendy boy right there. That's a spendy boy right there. We were talking about the Tuckamore on... Oh, my God. Dan, don't drop it on this. For Christ's sake. We were talking about the Tuckamore. Someone mentioned it. They were interested in picking one up on Tri-States earlier today. And Tri-State recommended the other knife that they were talking about. But he didn't have one of these. I can recommend this. But everyone has taste. Everyone has... personal style. I mean, this is a weird looking knife. I'm a weird dude, so I like weird knives. But CPM 20 CV on the blade. Got this awesome titanium with the inlay micarta. Excellent action. Flicks out nice. Feels good in the hand. I think it looks sweet. This is one of my faves. I say that about a lot of knives, but it is truly one of them. Even being a righty knife, but just the way that sits there and the micarta comes up to that. Awesome. I got this one at Blade Show Texas last year. Very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Anybody know anything about this silly thing? This was another one that Tri-State was talking about. And I didn't have one in the collection. And for $23... you can get yourself a New Zealand-made Svord peasant knife, friction folder. It can be one-hander if you want it to. It's a weird one. I shave off part of my skin. Ha! But it was an interesting kind of knife. I was like, you know what? That's one that could go on my shelf with my collection. So the lock is by squeezing right here. I can't push the blade down because this, I'm preventing that by holding onto it with my hand. Ken's literally 1 mile east of the Mississippi. I cross it every day. So it's kind of one of those things. I could be like the best east of the Mississippi, but during the day, I'm the best the west of the Mississippi. Something like that. I heard it doesn't even come with a peasant. Yeah, right? Like, you got a peasant sword, peasant knife from Svord. It should just come with a complimentary peasant. Here's the package it came in. First class peasants, are you good enough? Who's got one of these? What do they think about this? It's ridiculous. I'm a knife guy. I'm a knife nut. I like all styles. And even though this is a cheapo, where the molding was injected, you can see right there these little bumps that I'm going to go in and I have to cut those off. See that right there? You can kind of see that little chunk. I need to fix that up, clean that up. But Tri-State was saying that this is just a cardboard machine. So I was like, I'll pick one up. I'll try it out. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So what's going on? 7:15. Where are we at? What's the plan? What are we talking about? What's in the future? What's going on? What are the questions everybody's got? On a second thought, don't sub to this person. Enjoy a better quality of life. Mr. Eddie. Go check out Mr. Eddie. Mr. Eddie says he knows a guy in New Zealand that can send him one. I know a guy on Amazon that sent me one overnight. Friction folder, right? My other friction folder is my, here we go. Higo Nagokami. Shit. This one. Classic Japanese. Who's got one of these? Brass handle. Very simple. Oh, it's kind of... Here we are today, Dan. What is going on? I'm going to have to put this thing away. Well, I was doing this before. But then your thumb sitting right there keeps it from going down. What was the TV show? There was a show recently with... it was like a Godzilla... Oh my god. Can't remember what it's called. Comments. Let me know if you can remember. It's got... Oh man. Kurt Russell is one of the main characters in it. And they are studying Godzilla basically. And it takes place over different time. And long story short, he gives the kid, he's like, oh, I'm going to go. I got to go do this mission. Hold my knife for me and I'll get it when I get back or whatever. And this is the knife that was in the show. I mean, not this knife, but this style. And I was watching it and he was like, here, and he handed it to him. And then there's a lot of things where when he's nervous, the kid fidgets. Chat got disconnected. Oh, just disconnected from my... Interesting. From my OBS studio, but looked like it was back. Monarch, Iowa AK. Yeah, it's called Monarch and Legacy of Monsters. Thank you, Fook. You guys see the show? But yeah, he gives it to the kid, and then the kid grows up because he's lost in time, basically. Long story short, he comes back like 30 years later, and he doesn't believe that, oh, it's 30 years later, and the kid's like, oh, look, I have the knife, you know, and you're like, oh, wow. But it was this style of knife that they used. So it was just kind of cool because I'm sitting there, and you know, when you're sitting at home, you're watching something, and then a knife pops up on a show, and then I can get up, walk over, and be like, there it is. Got it. Some of them, though, they have like a little bite mark out of it almost. Like it's like literally missing a section where it goes bump, 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 bump. It looks like almost like teeth kind of bit out of it. I wasn't really a fan of that style. But I do like this knife. It's kind of fun. It's not too expensive. It's not something I use, but it's something like this one here where I can put it on my shelf over there and enjoy it as part of the collection with some of the weird oddball things. I do have a lot of strange stuff. I mean, I can just, this one. I don't know if I've ever brought this one out on the channel before. We read that? Oh, it's upside down. Focus. There we go. Goj Nor, Italy, 561.4. You're like, well, what are you showing me this mechanical pencil? God, this focus thing. I'm going to get this worked out. I'm going to be the zoom in cam and then this cam. And then this cam, when I come in down here, it's fine. Looks like a mechanical pencil. But that is not lead. That is a steel whatever. Now I need something to push this against. Shit. And push it back down, but here it is like this. And then it's like that mechanical pencil. There's a spring in there and boom. You can hit it lightly and only come out like that much. But if you, boom, all the way out. I don't even know what this is called. This was given to me from someone when I lived out in California. They knew I liked weird knives and stuff and swords, and ended up in my collection. I honestly haven't even really looked up much about it. Don't really know exactly too much, but I know it looks like a mechanical pencil, and then it's got that in there. Pretty neat. Boom. Okay. Also got another, I got two of these now. The Buck 379. They're from different years. They're going to be gifts. I showed off the way the Buck has the little stamp right there, and you can see what dates they are. And these are going to be gifts basically for my nephews. Each one's from the year that they were born. I did get this canoe knife, but the way that it was on eBay, they had like a picture of it like this, and then they had a picture of it like something like this, you know, and then they had like another one with the smaller blade kind of out, but they never actually had a good one like this, showing this blade and how that has been. It looks like they almost went to sand it, and this was like, instead of sanding it on the angle, they just laid the whole thing flat and just let it just get ground down. So I'm going to try to fix that, but the way that's beat up, I'm not really going to use this as a gift right now. I mean, if I get it all cleaned up, maybe I'll give it away, but it's a little canoe knife, the old Buck. They're fun. But yeah, as far as I didn't see that on there, and I'm not trying to talk down on the seller or whatever. It's just another seller, one item off of eBay, but I did not see that and probably would not have bought it. But it was only $15. So for $15, why not? Dang, I need to get my son a knife made the year he was born. Exactly, Fook. See, that's the thing, is what's nice about that that Buck knives thing is those knives aren't too expensive. And for like kids, you know, like a kid, boom, bring myself in here. A kid, this is a good little starter knife for the things that they're going to cut and do. They're not going to be doing too much of a hardcore, crazy kind of stuff. So I don't know, I feel like this is, in my growing up times, this would have been like a starter knife for me. I don't know, they're cool. It's got the 3 blades on it. So you got your little spay blade right there with that little groove. If you don't know what that's for, it's for getting underneath that animal and see how I can ride the skin right up to the point I need to, and then make that cut / removal, if you know what I'm talking about. But that one, and then that main blade, just a nice little slicey, thin little action. And then I really dig the little sheep's foot on there too. But they'll like them, and they'll pretty much graduate pretty fast into a, you know, wanting something more fidgety and fun. So I'll have to get them a pyrite or get them something like that too at some point. But I don't know. I don't have kids. And so without having kids myself, my sister's got the 2 boys. And they're both just like preteen, 10 to 12 year old age, kind of just the perfect time for the boys to have some fun with their uncle. And we do a lot of cool stuff. I buy them a lot of Nerf guns and cool stuff like that. It's pretty fun. So is that a weapon or an ice pick? Kathleen, I guess it's whatever you want to pick with it. I just got one of those stabby things that looks like a Sharpie, but it's designed to make Swiss cheese out of your car, out of your arteries. Yeah. But yeah, Kathleen, like I said, I guess it could be considered self-defense weapon, but it also could be used as an ice pick. It's thin. Like I said, I haven't done much research on it. Maybe I should look it up. I don't know. It definitely seems more like a self-defense kind of a thing than anything else. Very cool uncle of you. I try. I don't see him as often as I'd like to. I try to get over and hang out with him, but man, the summer got busy, and then working the channel and stuff, and then they're both very athletic, so they play baseball and hockey. So I try to get to the games too, which one of the benefits of the games is there's a lot of moms at the games, and these moms, I'm interested. I'm interested, you know. I give my kids knives around 6 or 7 so they respect them. What's up, Jason? Yeah, I always get paranoid, almost like worried, like it's like, oh, if I give them something and like, okay, if I didn't give it to them, then they didn't have it. But I gave it to them so they have it. So if they cut themselves with it, my sister might come at me and be like, well, you gave him this knife and then he cut himself with it, you know. But I got my totem chip I learned from in Cub Scouts early, how to handle knives properly. So it's definitely those things I taught them, the simple things about, you know, when you're cutting, cut away from your hand, you know, how you hold the knife backwards like this and then go like this around you and make sure there's no one close enough that if you were to slip, they're not going to get cut. Just proper safety types and thoughts and ideas and things. And yeah, I think they're ready. They're good. I did give them some G10 blade flipper tab. I can't remember what that was made by, one of those cheap companies. So they're like little starter knife. They were kits, so we got to put them together so they got to see how like the pivot works and the button works and or the flipper tab part works or whatever. They're pretty neat. I did make a short on those, but that was over a year, like that was at the beginning of the channel. I'd pass on the moms, KDK. Some other dude has all the fun. Now you're stuck having to fund the little guy's college tuition. Not worth it. Why would I be stuck? You know, I'm not looking to marry these moms. Just trying to find one that's free once in a while, you know? Hang out. I hear you though, dude. Happily divorced. She's a great person. Who's the poor soul that won't see the caliber back for 7 months? Lanyard Man? No, he's going to see it soon, Mr. Eddie. I already filmed, because he gave me several knives, a bunch of Viros. Here's one of them. And I filmed most of the videos for that and should be shipping that back to him. I've got that and a few other things I'm shipping out. I was waiting on the address from Greg. And so I've got a few things I'm going to take to the post office in the next couple of days. Speaking of which, Mad Yako is in the building. What's going on, Mad Yako? How are you doing today? Speaking of mailing things out, I'm about to mail some stuff to Mad Yako. He does... Oh my god. Sorry. He's been making these. Hold on. Oh, well, yeah, I'm set. This is one that he sent me. Like I said, Mad Yako went. We were on DBD, EDC, DBD with EDC. I always screw up his channel. DBD's channel. And I was talking about trying to get an Ozark Trail Grail knife. Couldn't find one anywhere. And Yako was like, oh, I have a Walmart. I'll go check out my Walmart. So he went to his, and they only had this one. And it was the floor model out of the box. And they let him buy that. And then he said, yep, I got one. I'm sending it to you. So he sent it to me. He wrapped it up in this nice hank that he made. Let me get my ugly mug out of the way here. So Mad Yako does these hanks. He just got his new machine on the way. So he's got a nice sewing machine now. He's getting another one updated. Be able to do even more crazy. But really nice little hank. Simple, clean, well put together. But yeah, I actually ordered a few pieces of fabric. I went to my fabric, Joanne Fabric or whatever, and bought a couple, and I'm going to send him some to do some more custom hanks for me. If anyone is interested, go ahead and hit up Mad Yako and I'm sure I don't know how busy he is, but he is in the process of getting a new machine, so he must like doing it, and throw some business his way. If you got Lou, if you got a link to Yako's channel, you can post that up in there for me. Otherwise, I can try to find it quick here. Wheezy says, stepkids are great too. They become yours if you treat them right, and you wouldn't treat them any differently than your own. Yeah, I'm pretty good with kids. I feel like I'm better. I'm kind of an adult kid. I tend to get along. Oh, SRM. My bad. Bumping stuff. I tend to get along better with the kids. I could sit at the kid table at a party, and you know me though. I'm gonna do stupid magic tricks and stuff. I can. Impressing kids is. I'm a child. I'm a complete child, so it's fairly easy for me to hang out at their. I mean, we're at the same level. You know what I mean? Oh, it's good stuff. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm hoping Kizer gets back to me soon, though. I'm interested on when the mini Militaws will actually be releasing. It is great, and if anyone has a Militaw or is interested in getting a mini, I highly recommend it. It is super cool little knife. Like I said, I've only had it for like 2 days now. I carried it yesterday as my main. I carried it today as my secondary. It is fun. It feels good in the hand. It is slicey. I dig it. But now I need to get the full-size one, and I want to get a DLC. You guys seen the video? The guy's got his DLC blade, and he's got that screw, and he's just hammering at it, and it's like no scratches whatsoever. Super cool. There, Lou got it up there. That's the link for Mad Yako's channel. He's got some good content. He goes live. He does some fun stuff. You want to go check him out? But yeah, mini Militaw, really fun action. I've been doing that a lot. I've just been sitting at work. Oh, there's a fail again. And just kind of flipping this. Like I said yesterday, I made a comment to somebody that I've honestly, I think this was in my hand more than it was in my pocket yesterday. I just kept taking it out, flicking it, putting it back, taking it out, flicking it. Kids are fun. The young ones are blatantly honest, and it's refreshing. It's funny, the honesty on some kids sometimes. Like, yeah, I hear you on that. But they also can be a little much. They can be a little much. The DLC Militaw is also smoother than the regular. The DLC coating makes it smoother. Really. Even smoother yet, says Fred the Log. I'm down. I love it. I'm just waiting on him to make that KDK Lefty version DLC Militaw. God, I wish. I'm officially down to one Kizer left. You only have one Kizer, Mr. Eddie, and it's a Cyber Blade. Would a Kizer shill say that the Cyber Blade is stupid? Yeah, I bought one. Oh, see, it sucks. Boom. The Cybertruck's blade. This thing is ridiculous. I can't even. Okay. If I go to do the flick out, watch. Oh. I get stuck. Got it. This is the only one that you have. Just get rid of it. Sell it. You want this one? You can get two. Look, I can't flick it out with my thumb. It gets stuck. This knife is dumb. Ugh. Got one. It's so novelty ridiculous that they could have made this, I don't know, they could have made this just a little bit smaller. That's because he can't sell it. No one wants it. The only Wheezy for the win. The only reason it's the one Mr. Eddie's got is because no one will buy it from him. Ah, that brings me much joy. Much joy. Tesla. I tell ya. But, you know, I don't know. Who does know? What do we want to talk about? What are we doing? I need some advice. I am interested in some more new knives. I need to make some purchases. I love being directed ways by you lovely folks. Yeah, rolling dumpster. May Mr. Eddie be cursed with the Cyberblade forever. You just got to do a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway. I tell ya. I'm still looking at this. Anybody get something from Until the Edge? Who was it that ordered one of these? Or did someone order one of these? I get them all mixed up and confused. Wheezy says he'd take about just any of his other knives. Yeah, Mr. Eddie, I mean, if that's the worst knife you have, it can't get much worse. But yeah, the Until the Edge Denim Blue Intro 14C28. I'm interested in maybe picking this one up. Not quite sure. Still looking at this Mole Sect that doesn't want to load. Why don't you want to load? M756 Arch. Anybody got anything from Mole Sect? Laid Off Pete, that was you. Right. I'm still looking at it. Just posted a short of yours on Instagram. Are we connected on Instagram right now, Laid Off Pete? I can't remember if we are. I do like the way that I keep saying it. If this one, it's the wood. It's that wood. You've got olive wood. I've used olive wood in some projects before, and I know that, I mean, you know, when you get a piece of wood, you never know which one you're going to get. Could be a nice one, but they generally have some really nice lines and textures and stuff to them. Laid Off Pete just followed me today. Oh boy. See, my stupid buttons. Okay, get rid of this. Let's look here. Let's go here. I'll bring this up real quick. What's your name on there, Laid Off Pete? Notifications. Oops. Look at Melissa there with that huge. Jesus. Laid Off Pete started following. Look at that right there. Follow. Alright, let's go. One post! Ha! Welcome, bud! Oh, I read that backwards. I was like, how do you have 249 people following already with one post? Very impressive. Lou, it would be cool if no matter how Mr. Eddie tried to get rid of it, throw it in a river, blast furnace giveaway, when he wakes up, it's back. Ha! There is a movie. There's a horror movie. There's a horror movie where his daughter dies. God, I'm not going to remember what it's called. But there's this ball, and he goes and he's in his car and he drives and he gets to this bridge and he throws the ball over the bridge. He's like, I'm done with this. Is the daughters or whatever. And then he drives home, and when he goes home, the ball boom, 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 boom down the steps towards him. Super creepy. But yeah. Maybe we should do an experiment. I'm going to bury mine in the backyard and see if it ends up back on my shelf. Laid Off Pete, I'm starting on Insta. Been a tattoo lurker forever. I'm old man, been trying to put off Instagram for a while, but have now embraced it. Well, here we are. If anyone's interested, we can all follow Laid Off Pete. Here's his one post. Are we ready? You got music on here that I gotta mute? Oh. Did they have an Ultim one on the site? Wow, did that backspacer go all the way? Oh, and you can top flip it too? Well, Laid Off Pete can top flip it. Can Kenman top flip it? Can I pause this? I can. Okay. Oh, that was too quick. Trying to see that there. Yeah, look at this. The backspacer wraps all the way around like that. Nice video. You show pretty much all the sides. Couple nice opens, little variety. Nice little fade out. That's cool. I say good work. What does everyone else say? That looks like a decent knife though. I didn't see an Ultim version. Now I need to look that up. Yeah, there is no Ultim version. Laid Off Pete says he'll up his game, he promises. Well, that was pretty good so far, bro. One video, but that was a clean video. Where'd you get the Ultim? I don't see the Ultim on this website. Oh, when I wrote the creator, he said the first 25 had a surprise, the Ultim. How long ago was that? You were the 23rd person, huh? How recently was that, though? I mean, I'm sure the other two are long gone. I'm just curious. Just curious. Why is my... Because it's a wireless mouse, Dan. We've talked about this. That was when you first told me about it a few weeks back. Cool. So they're pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. I dig it though. I'm probably gonna order one now even more after watching your video. I'll probably end up just go with this denim one. $60. Have you sharpened it at all? Probably not. Maybe you have. I don't know. I might get one of these. God, I just need to get a full-size Militaw. Rather than getting the premium mini Militaw, I should just go straight to the full-size. What was this? Someone had a video. I saw a video of this. Anybody ever seen this? If this was in stock, I would order one. Just because it's dumb. Keychain. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So you touched it up with a strop a little bit. Boo's got to go. Great stuff as usual, KDK. Thanks, Boo. Have a good night. Appreciate you. What time is it? 7:40. We're making away in the world today. It takes everything you got. Wait, nude videos. If it helps, Pete is nude in the video. Lou, I didn't see, or maybe he is nude, but it's just off to the side. Lou thinks the Militaw is a little overrated. It does have a high rating, but I think there's some truth behind it, Lou. It is a solid feeling knife. It's clean. I can't complain about it. Like I said, I've been kind of holding out on the full-size version, and then I talked to him about a lefty, and And then they basically are out of stock when I'm ready to buy one. You know how the standard issue world goes. Titanium Justin has joined the chat. What's going on, Justin? How you doing? I am actually looking at Justin. You did remember you found the cedar or cinder. Why do I always forget? Idiot. That's why. This bad boy comes in a copper version. So it's tiny, and it's got that pattern on it, which is fine, but it does come in a copper version, so I think I'm going to pick it up and do a shipwreck with it. But this is one of the knives that I did a trade, or when Titanium Justin was in town, we went and ran around at Shields, and we each bought each other one of these, and it's kind of a fun little micro knife, but it's like 25 bucks or whatever, 23 bucks for the copper version, so I'm going to pick that one up. It'll be another piece I can do some shipwreck stuff to it. Silly little knife, though. Justin, it was a fun time. I always said you're not going to make it up this weekend. That's too bad. I mean, I get it. Life is busy. But Iowa and I are going to meet up at the knife show at the convention center area here in the Minneapolis location. I don't know what I'm saying. Laid Off Pete says he's going to start with just a few videos, favorite knives, post a review, nothing regular, just here. You know, that's kind of how it starts. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was doing projects, and I'm doing the project, and someone's like, it looks like a fun project. You should make a video of it or whatever, like time lapse it or whatever. And so we started talking about that, and the next thing you know, I made a video, and it progressed. I didn't realize how much I was gonna love it. No, but in 2 weeks I will be up. Are you coming up to visit your buddies again or whatever, Justin? If you are gonna be in town, Justin, just let me know. If you want to get together, we can go to another location and film. I would love it. I'm sure you might have fun, and I bet you everybody else would watch. I'd watch the two of us do stuff. KDK, let's see the crown jewel of your collection. The micro stiletto. Don't you love that I can... Let's see. There it is. This is the crown of my collection. Ready? Boom. Italian made thing of beauty. Thicker than it is wide. Nice little button. Look at that action. Flat. Instant out. Tell me that's not one of the coolest things ever. Oh, I caught my finger on it. Don't. Boom. There it is. Super rad. These are I don't know. I got mine off of Blade HQ a while back. I don't know if they're still available. They're only like 25 bucks. The Ruko. Look at the action on this thing. Whoops. Thumb. I can't close it, I guess. Flick out. Flipper tab. Right? This was a $10 knife. Stupid, what is it, 420 stainless. The old Ruko, though. Oops. You got the gold blade fixed Corvette on the way. That sounds fun. Yeah, the acoustics on this thing, listen to that. All right, even when I double clutch fail it, that's got a clicky sound, drops easy, flicks out simple. I mean, yeah. Silliness. Am I going to be carrying this thing around? No. Sit in my collection? Yes. That does have good sound. It just drops so easy, though. It's silly. It's just silly. I haven't the Venture. I haven't messed around with this one much. Is that a front flipper? It is not. This is, it's got a button liner in there. Pretty cool. You can't really get to the, or actually you can. Wow, how about that? So flick out's easy. You can button it, but then you can also reach in there. I didn't realize how easy that was to get in there and do that like that. So you can make that work either way. So that's the same thing as the Golden Design Works, except for significantly less. This one is top shelf right here. But yeah, that button works good. And then if you don't like the button, you can get in there and get that frame lock on that titanium, that front flipper. Oof. And it's a lefty. Tell me that's not rad. Laid Off Pete says, Rough Rider Tadpole is my favorite uber tiny knife. I don't have a Rough Rider Tadpole. I might have to look one of those up. Jimmy Crow, what's going on, Jimmy? Jimmy, a little customizing man right there. He does some really cool stuff. Also really great for the community. He likes to give out a lot of knives for the up and coming channels, help them grow, help them get the word out. Plus, he just does some really fun little ideas. I've been getting some inspiration from him for some things. I'm going to be doing some blade work. Blade work? Blade work. Sure. Yeah, I want to do some more stuff. Curved black one. Oh, curved black one. Just join in. This is the Svord Peasant Knife. Here is the package that it came in. They were talking about them on Tri-States Live, and I've seen these before. I just didn't have one, and it's the kind of a friction knife, the friction folder. And for 22, 23 bucks, I was like, yeah, I need to grab one of those, add it to the collection. It's just another one of those ones that's just going to sit there, kind of like I had my other friction folder out. The Nago Higo Nakami. You know, interesting knives that exist in the knife community that may not be a daily carry type of a thing, but if you are like me, there are a lot of different knife lovers and collectors out there. Fred the Lug loves the Venter. The Venter is cool. I keep getting more knives, and it's just another one that's sitting on the table here with my other 100 on this table. I got another 100 some over there. And I just don't get... Oh, man, I forgot about this one, too. This Concept BTF. You keep getting new knives in. These are first world problems here. But then I set them down, and then I get another one, and I'm going through it, and then I get another one, and I'm going through, and I have those two from what's the company again? I can't even remember the name of the company, and I don't know where either of them are. And it's kind of freaking me out. Where did I put those knives? It's a trip. I forgot about it for a minute. Now I'm back on it. But yeah, Justin, so I had to pick one of these up. It's pretty fun. They were talking about how this thing is just a cardboard cutting monster. It is thin, so I can imagine it's slicey. I like everything in between. It's funny though. We've got everything from your $10 up to your, what is this, $400 to $500 range. Buy that Golden Design Works. It's too good to let go. I don't even think these are available to purchase. I think if you had the chance to get on it when you could. But man, tell me that is not just a choice. Absolutely a fantastic knife. Will be gone very soon, unfortunately. Hey Justin, I like your field notes design. Super cool. It says Knives and Pizza. Who was it? Was that an Iowa video that I saw, or no? You sent several little pieces of artwork too. Yeah, this one too. This thing is So nice. Boom. Just flicks out. I keep forgetting. There's so few knives that I've got that are lefty that I can sit there and let it drop on my thumb. I'm so used to having righty knives that you know that you have that righty lock, so I'm used to just doing the normal two-step kind of work to it. I bought 5 venters at Blade Show, Texas. Talked it up there the entire day and knew Catulo sold at least 10 to people we showed the knife to. I've given all my venters away to friends. Very nice, Fred. I wish, I mean, it was an earlier time. That's a piece of skin I cut off earlier. But I was at Blade Show, Texas too. I did meet up with Tri-State there. But I didn't know Fred back then. I will be at Blade Show, Texas next year. Love to meet up with you. It'd be great. I'd love to be going to Blade Show West in a week here, but it's 16 hours away and time, money. I wish I could go. There, Lou just posted a excuse me, a link to Jimmy Crow's Instagram. Go check that out. For sure. For sure. But yeah, anyone, I don't know. Saturday I'm going to be with Iowa at the knife show here in Minnesota. I think it's mostly, or it might be exclusively knife makers or like custom knife makers or whatever. But it should be interesting. We'll probably go live. Definitely make a couple of videos, but since we're there, I could jump on my phone and we could go live. I want to interview some of the people there, talk to some knife creators and stuff in the Midwest area. Should be a good time. Off-grid Stinger dropped to $79 on Amazon. Not the best price, but cheaper than I've seen in a while. Let's start a give, send, go to get Knives and Pizza a new bionic toe. Did I miss? Did we talk about the full removalness of said toe? Did I miss out on that? Which toe is it? One of the best knife streams. I appreciate that. I don't know. We're something. I'm having a good time. I hope you all too. 36. How about I buy some, I'll just buy some, I got 5 on it. Let's see. Oh, does that not let me do that right there? I thought it did. Oh, I had a comma I was in the middle of typing in the chat. I'm going to buy some memberships. I'm paying full price for these. I've already gifted my 10 memberships this month. But next week will be next month, right? Yeah. So next week I'll give away some of my gifted ones. I got to buy these. They make me pay for them, but it's worth it. Hook you guys up. I appreciate everyone. So I try to give back. Buy memberships to my own channel. Loading. Lou, are you going to win a membership? Lou doesn't know how to set up, or he's afraid to get a blueprint where he would actually win something. How's that? Make a screenshot of that. We'll make a t-shirt. Speaking of which, I'm so behind on some stuff. And away we go. Your gift has been announced. Who are the lucky recips? T-Man, Mr. Eddie, King Snake Jake, Acid Test Kids, and Bob's Pocket Knives. And Titanium's a member for 3 months. All the knives. All the knives. Where is my... Where did I put that? Did it fly away? Ha! I can't tell if it's still talking. Oh.
Titanium Justin became a member. Titanium Justin celebrates 3 months of membership. By all the knives. Stacy Bolstered Blades became a member. Stacy Bolstered Blades celebrates 3 months of membership. _goat thanks KDK. Appreciate
Thank you, Stacy.
exclamation mark
I appreciate you as well.
squirrel.
I appreciate you as well. Why is this so behind? Oh, I can hear it. I need to fix my alerts. You guys can hear them loud and clear. It's not echoing. All the things. All the things. So that's good. But the problem is I only can hear it if I put this headphone in, and it's 15-second delay. So it doesn't really do me a lot of good. I need to just figure out why, so I can get it into here so I can hear it. But then it's, what happens, I had it so I could hear it, but then I was getting doubled up. But then what I did is I got rid of the second one so it wasn't doubled up, and then it muted it, and I could hear it, but it wasn't coming through. Every day is a new day, and I'm working on it. Josh Wheezy number 2 has joined us. How's it going? Kathleen can't receive gifts. I've tried everything in settings to fix it. We've got to figure out how to let Kathleen get gifts. The English guy says, Titanium, Justin. Titanium.
J. Corskadden became a member. J. Corskadden celebrates 2 months of membership. What's you up? Sneering face.
I don't know why I'm
playful
making faces
face.
today.
Playful face. Need some stickers.
Done. See, it was up. Need some sticks. That's something we can talk about quick. Stickers. J. Corskadden. Membership. Voila. Stickers. I sent out a round of stickers to a bunch of people. You might be one of those people. If so, congratulations. If not, I basically said that anyone who is a member, if they want stickers, they can get a hold of me and send me their information, and I will mail them out. But really, any of you in here squirrel. If you want some stickers, message me, get me that address, I'll mail out some stickers. You know, if 36 of you all messaged me now, I bet you some of you already have some, but you know what I mean. I got some stamps, I got some sticks, I'd be willing to send them out. But I need to make sure, my organization sucks sometimes, and the problem is I was like, you can email me or you can get a hold of me on Instagram. Well, then I get some on here, some on there. I get some from some people that then they have a name that's up here, but then that's not their name when they email me, so I don't know who it was. And then I'm trying to organize, get all my paperwork together, my data entry. No good. I'm no good. So long story short, if you have not received stickers from me, and you would want some stickers from me, and you can hear me speaking you right now, go on my Instagram or my email and send me a message. Let me know what your screen name is on YouTube and your actual name for the address. Give me your address, and I will mail out a couple of stickers. They look like this. If you have not seen... Wow, come out of the package. Damn it. Couple sticks. Got my awesome Squirrel KDK Psychopath. And then the KenmanDanKenman. I got my stickers, but they were non-conforming material. We have these tags for non-conforming material at work, right? Right? So basically, long story short, is we changed the way these were designed, like different information, and we kind of changed the layout of them. So what we did is we had to get rid of all the old ones. So here's like just a little stack. So what I basically did when I started mailing out stickers is I'll grab, you know, a little pile of these, put the stickers in between. It still only costs one stamp, but it kind of helps give it a little rigidity, a little stiffness to kind of help protect those stickers from getting folded when they get sent out. Is that... She might... I thought I dropped something. Was my knee cracking? Jeez. I don't want the dang stickers. Just send me some when you send me the fabric. I have the squirrel already on my desk. Yeah, Yako, whenever I send stuff out to people, I put stickers in it too. So I'm going to put some in there. I got something else for Yako. Something else is going in that package. Oh, yeah. And I got something I'm sending to Justin too. I heard sometimes iPhone people have issues. I don't know. I use a Galaxy. I also use a Galaxy. I might need to get a new one because mine is cracked and my screen may end up going out. Did my stickers show up, Dan? Oh, yeah. Did I not mention that? You see the sprinkles fall right out of them? Thank you. Thank you, Justin. But yeah, Justin, I'm sending you something. If you don't know what I'm talking about, even better. Lou says, Jimmy, I'm sending you something soon. I promise it doesn't smell bad. Well, it doesn't smell bad when I sent it. By the time you get it, though, it might. We're going to seal that thing up. Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's a little boop-a-doop. Who's lurking today, I wonder? Who's in here lurking? We got 41 of us in here. Nice little crowd on a Thursday. What knives have I not grabbed in a little while? Boom. The agave, CJRB agave. This is my second one that I did a laser mark job to. The white is the laser mark. The actual handle was this silver, like right there on the tips of the agave plant. And so I did a reverse of the image and then laser marked the white on there to give the agave an agave print. Fun little knife. Really weird kind of a design shape. But I like it. I think it's cool. Wow, my chat just jumped like a mile. Why was it frozen? Josh is not in here. Crazy Roach, what's with the shirts? I know, Crazy, I'm sorry. I still haven't done it. I've got the same 12 people, and I was waiting for some information. I need to get sizes from everybody. Renee Ramon's lurking. Having din. Sent you a DM on Discord. Cool. What's Renee Ramon having for dinner? Is it spicy? Is it hardy, or what's the home style kind of like, you know, it'd be good like a hot, what's that, shepherd's pie. I'm starting to get hungry. Like something that's just warm and yum. I can buy channel memberships but can't receive gifts even though the setting is right. Kathleen. Kathleen, have you tried contacting YouTube at all? I mean, I don't know if there's a contact or they'd even whatever. Frosted Flakes. What's for dinner? I'm having Frosted Flakes. I actually don't have any milk, so I'm just eating them dry out of the box. They're delicious. They're great. Oh my God. What am I? Anyone in the chat done Shipwreck before? And if you have, message me any info you have. Alex Kerber just popped in, kind of also lurking. Nothing wrong with lurking. I do it at work a lot, and I can't really read the chat sometimes because you get busy and you're not really able to, and I'm, working. Renee, I see your comment. I'll reply to that in a little bit, but yeah, pretty much I'll hook you up. Okay, yum. What did I miss? Are you saying yum to Frosted Flakes? Lou's tummies are rumbling now. Gotta go make an egg and McMuffin. You're gonna, what, you have a, like, frozen egg and muffins? What's up, Ground Fog? How you doing? Egg and McMuffin. Now I'm getting hungry. I have not eaten. I usually grab something to eat before I do this little popcorn chicken bowl or something, but I didn't. I had Culver's for lunch, and now I'm gonna have to tide myself over for a little bit longer. Jimmy's done some Shipwreck, of course. Jimmy, I'd like to pick brains. I'm gonna be doing a lot of experimentation where I want to get more pieces that I can do crazy tests with weird things. I saw a lady who's doing a lot of stuff using things like soy sauce because there's salt content in it, or ammonias and vinegars and just different things, different chemicals to get reaction and make different kind of colorants, and putting leaves on there and covering them and wrapping them and all types of stuff. I'm interested. Josh Wheezy Dan, what's your favorite custom knife? What do you mean custom knife? Custom knife meaning one that I customized myself? Custom knife meaning like custom out of like this Golden Design Works beauty? But is this a custom? What do you mean, Josh? And I will tell you, or I will try. That you did. What? This? Oh, custom knives that I have done. What is my favorite? That is an interesting question. I really like the one I did for MPG. Hold on, I'm trying to open up. No. Sometimes things hate me. Jimmy Crow, I used a lot of chemicals in the 60s. I bet. It sounds like a great time. If you could go back in time, go to the 60s or 70s and go check out have some fun. Okay, what am I doing? Where is me? Let's go there. We'll go here. All right. You asked me what my favorite custom is. As far as laser marks, I think that's one of the best laser marks that I've done right here. The Paisley. Probably my favorite laser mark that I've done. Although the agave did turn out really good. Super happy with that. Customization though, I almost want to say it was this. It was MPG's scales. Because I did the laser, or I did the anodized, then laser removed the pattern, and then anodized again. Stacy, I did the same in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Yeah, me personally, I went to college in the 90s, and I was a professional colleger. Let's see, after my 4th freshman year. No, it's like Van Wilder. I was there for about 10 years. Because why rush? What's the rush? And there's so many things to enjoy and try and meet and have fun, and college is fun. Good night, Jimmy. Rest well. He's old and needs his beauty sleep. Jimmy needs that beauty sleep. When I stretch out, I can feel the chemicals kicking in. Josh Wheezy, all 3 are really cool. I like the first one. Thank you. Josh has several. So here's the actual anno happening. Wah, wah, wah. That was a fun one. I feel like I'm missing one though that I did enjoy. It's Mr. Eddie's Knives. Back in the day. This fade dye turned out really good too. That fade from that yellow to dark red. What a perfect natural slow fade. Really happy with that. I'm excited to do more. I really want to get more into it and get some inspiration from like Jimmy. Where he did the just the acid etching on the blades and just more crazy stuff. This one was a fun one, real simple, but laser marking is fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to do. It's fun to set up. Oh, I don't even have this one anymore. The Arc Blast. That was one of my first. I really like this knife. If you don't have a Sencut Arc Blast and you're looking for a budget $50 button lock, I know Lou is. He loves them button locks. During college, you could find Dan at the state fair drunk, even though it ended months ago. Yeah. Anybody see my my lives from the state fair this year? I went live a couple of times. Can you dye FRN? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Dyeing this one, or is this FRN? Probably. But yeah, plastics like that you can. Chat disconnected again. Why did my chat disconnect? This one is going to get crazy custom. I'm going to do the dye on the scales, and then I'm actually going to cut this tip off. I'm going to cut about that much of the tip off and turn it into a sharper sheep's foot, and then you won't have to worry about this going all the way to the end there and cutting my palm. I hate it. Sucks. I remember that Arc Blast. Me and my dad. Yeah, Josh, I remember you guys wanted it, and I was like, I can't sell it. I love it. And then a few months later, someone was like, oh, come on, you can make another one. Come on, you can make it on. You can do it or whatever. And then I was like, all right, fine. And then I sold it to him. I feel bad. I should do another one and send it to the Wheezies. Man, the Wheezy family, though, I'll say it again, they've got probably 8 Kenman customs going on. You should take a picture, Josh, of all the ones you got. Why are you going to circumcision? That's the exact reason, because the pyrite light sucks. I hate it. It's stupid. Why would you make the blade longer. The pyrite is already perfect. I love the pyrite. They made the blade longer, and the blade has cut my palm on 2 separate occasions now. You go like this, and I go like this to close it, and look. Look at that. Look at that. That's not even nicking my palm. That's like ready to cut my palm off, dude. Now, look at the regular pyrite. Same scenario. Blade not getting anywhere near hitting my palm. Why does the blade need to be any longer on this knife? It's already fantastic. But let's just make it a little bit longer so that it goes all the way to the end. Here's another pyrite. Fantastic. Never cut myself on this. Ever. Ever. I'm the only one with the problem. I'm a pyrite lover. I compare everything with that pyrite over there. I bought 6 or 7 pyrites before the pyrite light ever existed, and I'm a fanboy of the pyrite. So, that being said, I own 2 pyrite lights. Would a non-fan of the pyrite even own 2 that he doesn't like? Well, I'm still going to tell you I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I don't understand why the blade needs to be that long, that it's resting against my palm right now. That's stupid. By this blade being that much longer, that little bit is what makes the cuts. So why would you need to, what good purpose? If this blade was that just a little bit shorter, would it make it any different? Would it make it any worse? This makes it worse, but having it the normal length that it is, it would be fantastic. What would make it better by making that blade 32nd of an inch longer? I hold them weird. Fook. See this? I gotta even go further. So there to there, to the end of my palm is like 8.5. Look at the stretch on my thumb. Okay, I can't even keep it all on camera. We're talking 11-inch span on my hand. My palm is wide. My palm is large, right? And so when I hold a knife, it's at the end of my hand right here, but it's also in my palm. So yeah, I have big hands, and that's fine. But that's the thing, is the pyrite light, Jesus Christ. The pyrite light is just, the blade to handle ratio is not correct. The blade to handle ratio on a normal pyrite is correct, and the pyrite light is incorrect. And if they were to make that correct, that wouldn't be an issue for anyone. And like I said, I need anyone in the world to tell me why the blade needs to be that much longer, what the benefit, if there was a benefit to having that. Well, titanium, you probably have short, cute little hands. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no... If there was a benefit to having that blade length that much longer, I mean, an inch longer is an inch longer, but this little 1/8 of an inch or whatever length that they've given it, that's enough to like cut someone's hand. But it's not enough to make it any better than this blade right here. That's all I'm curious about, is what has improved by making that cutting surface that tiny little bit longer. Tell me why. I just measured my hand. Well, you know, whatever. I'm a tall guy, I'm a thin guy, and I got these long, my fingers are super long, skinny. Like if I try to go bowling, I can't use a house ball because the size that I need to stretch out on the finger hole is this big around. And it's ridiculous. Custom. Small hands and huge feet. I'm a hobbit. But don't get cut by the light. Oh, that's funny. You know, and it's fine. It's fine. Bowie and light forever. This knife is just sweet, bro. I can sit there and swing these things all day long and never worry about cutting myself. And I can't enjoy this knife because I'm constantly worried about, okay, place my hand right, close it. I wildly enjoyed the knife and was able to, yes, I can palm a basketball. I can also palm this. If this doesn't impress, if you don't know, here's how I used to do disc dies on this Frisbee. I did this die. That's how I got into dyeing scales. But this Frisbee is a standard Frisbee, almost 8.5 inches across. I can palm that, pinky that. I can thumb pinky this. Oh. But you know what I mean? Like, I walk around at the disc golf park and do that, and everyone's like, Jesus Christ, bro. Who let the huge ape in here with the monster hands dragging his knuckles on the ground? I'm like, you know, that's me. And again, is that something? It is what it is. I just have larger hands, and so I used to really enjoy larger knives. I was always getting the biggest knives, but then I started getting on this mini knife thing, and now I keep buying these tiny little, stupid little, super small ones, and I'm loving them. Edyards. Hearing KDK go off on a semi-unhinged, insulting titanium Justin's hand size. I'm not insulting anyone's hand size. If you got dainty, cute little hands, good for ya. That is a Firebird, Stephen Johnson. Firebird on a Firebird. You got it, bud. You know it. And then I put it low. I put it low on the disc so it looks like it's like the hood of a car kind of a thing. Right? Pretty rad. I did that probably 15 years ago. Still have the disc. I'm offended. Lou wins comments of the day, I'll tell you that. Lou's on fire tonight. I don't see how the size of a hand makes a difference. To me, it's how you hold it. You have to adjust for a longer blade, tilt it more. Because when your hand is so big, it takes up the whole space. So for me, my hand is so big, my fingers are so long. When I want to get in here to flick this out, I have to put my hand down here to do that. Boom. Now I'm holding it comfortably in my hand like this, and I want to close it. That's the natural spot that it sits in my hand. I would have to now awkwardly bring it like this, curl my fingers around in a weird grip to then hold it higher up. Because my hand is so large, you have to remember I got to reach all this around there to get into these spots. If I want to put my thumb here, if I'm holding it up here, I want to put my thumb in that. Now my thumb is curling all the way back and down around. So in order to put my thumb there, because it's so long, I got to put it way up here in my palm. Look at where it's at in my palm for my thumb to sit in the spot to flick it out. For my index finger to be in the position where it goes. For my flick out, I'm holding it way down here because my hand is big. If your hand was tiny and your fingers are short, you could be holding it right here and your palm would be right there and you'd have all that extra knife sticking out. And like I said, I'm not trying to like brag or I complain. I'm just saying these are the things I personally deal with when I have a knife because I have a larger hand and how it sits. Crossbar locks are like that too for me. So I've had problems where I cut my hand on a crossbar lock because when I do a crossbar lock, I end up holding it in the palm of my hand, and when I pull down on these, I'm literally pushing the knife into my palm, right? Like that. And so I'm sitting there holding it like that. And so every time I get a new crossbar lock, the first thing I do is I'm testing it to see how I hold it, how far down the blade goes, because I definitely have some, I don't know where, but I have a few crossbar locks where I won't use it. I have to be very cautious with it, because if I grab it like this and I pull down, I've had that come in and then catch the meat of my palm. And it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things. I could try to find a different way to hold it, Ken, so that it doesn't cut. But again, then that becomes an awkward, you want to be able to pick up a knife and just hold it in a comfortable, relaxed. So I have a larger knife like this. And now look, see where it is here? Now it's way down here. And I'm easily doing this as I should, because it's a bigger knife. And now it's down there and I'm out of that reach of that tip coming in and catching me. Bada bing. Bada boom, bada bow. Little knives make hands look big. Let's get some tinies out here. Oh, caught my thumb. There we go. 2-finger grab. Oh, we can choke up in there. I love little knives though now. I've been only getting into the bigger ones. Do you have a can of soda or seltzer nearby? I want to see how small it looks when you hold it. I have a Red Bull. Except for this is a big Red Bull. What? Yeah. What? I want to see... I don't know. What kind of knife do you have that I could put the same knife in my hand and we could do that? I don't know. Where are we at today? Today is another goofy one. I'm trying to find one of my smaller minis. Of course, man, I got everywhere today. I still can't find those. What was the name of that company? X-Took. I have 2 X-Tooks. And I have no idea where they are. Did someone break into my house and steal them? Baby Banter. This is probably one of my favorite smaller knives. This thing works really good. Quit complaining about the size of your appendages, KDK, while poor knives and pizza big toe is hanging on for dear life. Is it hanging on or is it in a jar? I still haven't, I never saw in the chat whether that happened, whether or not, did he bring it in moderately attached, or did he have to bring it in a jar? I remember when I used to be in ski patrol, we would keep a Dixie cup, right? You keep a Dixie cup in your pack, because then if someone popped one of their eyes out, you could put the Dixie cup over it, you put the eye in the cup and then hold it like this, and then you tape both eyes shut. You know why you tape both eyes shut? Because if you only tape one eye shut, this eye is going to look around and move, and when this one moves, this one moves, and when this one's messed up and it moves, no good. How weird is that? It's true. KDK can palm 2 basketballs at once in one hand. What? It's true. Ken Fix knows. Are we fighting about Dan's freaky hands? What's up, MPG? Talking about my obese knuckles. I don't know. He can actually hold like 3, I think it's like 5 tennis balls. Love my Baby Banter. You see the fixed blade they're making? Yeah, they're doing a Baby Banter fixed. That one would be sweet. Ken Fixed. You should check that one out. Baby Banter fixed blade. Coming out soon. It looks just like, basically like this one. Except for instead of a folding. Is it the same size? But instead of a folding like this, it's just a fixed blade with this style and look. Or do they have it? Do they have the Warney version? Because you really want the Warney version all day, if you ask me. How's MPG doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I can't make it into MPG's Sunday nights. I never make it. If anyone can put a link up to MPGs. We do that. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. I tell you. If it's completely detached, I hope he puts it in a jar, names it, and brings it to parties with him as an icebreaker. Or he could dry it out and hang it on a necklace. I hope it's okay we're making light of your toe, bud. I hope it heals up well, though, for you. Dan is crazy hand, but 5'2". I'm 6'3". I mean, on a short day, I can be 6'2.5", and if I invert with my gravity boots, then I can be about 6'3.5". And if you don't believe me, that is real, because did you know that if you invert upside down, I used to have I still kind of have back problems, but I used to do inversion. You can get an inversion table where you sit on the table and then it flips over. Or I just have gravity boots that you hook. You have hooks on your basically on your calf or your thigh or ankle. What part of your leg? I don't know. And then you do Batman, flip upside down and then put the hooks on a bar and then hang upside down. But when you hang upside down, your back can relax, and then your discs in between your vertebrae can expand and absorb, or they basically have a chance to have that, not having that pressure pushed down. You can actually grow a 1/2 inch to an inch just by letting your discs re-expand. I'm scientific. Technical terms, I'm off, but you can actually get a little taller, and then they compress and you can start to shrink back down. I used to have to invert every couple days. How is the work on that Pyrite MPG? We were talking about the patterns. We talked about a few patterns. What was the last one we were looking at? Snowflakes. I could do it right now. Well, not right now. I'd have to go to work, but MPG, I apologize. But yeah, let's just chat very soon and lock down what we're doing, MPG, and I'll just knock it out right away and we'll be done. It's more like a neck knife. Is it a neck knife? I don't know if that baby banter, I mean, maybe they make it like a neck knife. I don't know. It might be a smaller one. Stacy's got to go. Have a great night. Talk to you soon, KDK. All right, Stacy, sounds fantastic. Sweet dreams. Pleasant dreams. I had a weird dream last night. It was one of those ones where you wake up or will it into existence like Michael Jordan. One of those dreams where you don't remember, like it was so vivid and I remember exactly what was happening. I'm doing this and we're doing this, and then I woke up and it's gone. It's just, but it's like a memory, and there's all these things and you kind of remember them, but you don't. They're just far away and you're trying to like grab it, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was about. But it was so vivid. It was nothing. It was like we were at the mall. Who goes to the mall? We're running around, or we're in some big building and just people, and I don't know. It was weird. I have strange dreams pretty much every night though, and I don't know. I'm cool with it. Some of them I used to have. Anybody have reoccurring dreams, where you just have the same dream or the same location? I used to decompress. Let's do this. Baby. Let's do this. What? Ooh. I used to have dreams of my grandma's basement, right? And so it would be, I'd be with friends in the dream, and we're running around doing stuff, and then we go down the stairs, and when we go down the stairs, we're in my grandma's basement. Or I'd be at my parents' house and we're doing something, and I go downstairs and I'm in my grandma's basement. And it was weird because it was like a location. I think it was just a familiar place whenever we would go to visit grandma when she was living there. It was good times. There were good memories. Lots of fun stuff. You know, lots of games, movies, just growing up as a kid, playing in that basement. And then, you know, grandma wasn't... Can anyone see this? I can see it. It's just lots of good memories. And because of those memories, I think it like stuck in my brain. And like I said, she couldn't take care of herself, go up down the steps as much anymore. So then she moved into kind of an assisted living place. And then she ended up moving in with my parents for a few years before she passed. This has been quite a while, 10 years ish, and yeah, and so it would be this thing where it would be a location in my dreams on a regular basis, and I liked it. It was fun, but I haven't had that location in my dream in a long, long time, and it was weird. Josh's chat is being weird. Josh, I see that you said hello. Can you see this? And then MPG says, hey, Josh. So she saw it. And then you said, hey, again. And your chat's being weird. Dan, if you can see this, check IG DMs. I will. But anyway, yeah. Dreams. Anybody have crazy dreams like that or have a location? That's so funny. Is this turning off the ones behind me too? What a trip. So we can go to 50. Oh, see, it is. That's funny. The remote for these lights is not the same as the remote for those lights, and now I'm learning that they work together. Fukduzel, I almost never remember dreams. Mine are pretty vivid, and there's often where I can't remember them. I'm just out of it enough. But there's some that I remember pretty well. Laid Off Pete's been putting out some fires at home. Hopefully they're all out. I kept my grandmother home until she passed at 95. That's, 95 is a good life. Titanium Justin, time to visit maybe? Are you talking about that house or that basement? She hasn't lived in that house since... I probably haven't set foot in that house since prior to 2002. Wow. My God, time's a trip, bro. Time is a trip. Yeah, because I moved out to Los Angeles. I lived in California for almost 9 years, I guess. And, oh, Wheezy, you're in the requests. No? Not. Wheezy, it was on Instagram? I don't see it. Squirrel. Sorry. Squirrel. Sorry. Yeah. So I haven't been in that basement in a long time because I moved to California in 03, man. Losing dates. And then while I was living in California, that's when she ended up moving in with my parents. And so, like, I hadn't been in that house the last few years that she'd been there. So I wasn't able to... I keep my grandma's big toe in a jar. Lou is on fire today. Lou, keep it up, bud. Just keep it up forever, please. For me. For me. Never stop. Never stop. Paul says he doesn't usually remember his dreams either. Yeah. Yeah. So uptight. Now, Justin, you said you're coming up in a week or two or whatever. Message me and let's meet up and let's go somewhere. Let's try it again. Because if you're going to be up here, I think that would be fun. You seem like a great guy. We're Cinder Brothers, you know? And don't forget to bring your Cinder. So we'll have to have that in the video. I guarantee you. Regardless. Irregardless? Regardless. Either way, we'd have fun. You know we would. And I'm seeing Iowa on Saturday. So everyone watch out for that. That's going to be coming up soon. For sure. I had to send an invite to me. Oh, yep. Okay, it's there now. That's the one thing I can't stand about Instagram. I have a pic of them all together. Except primary. You like, because someone can send you a message on Instagram and it doesn't put it in your messages and it doesn't show up as a message. It shows up as a hidden request that you have to now find and open. Or, you know what I'm saying? Ken, I have a recurring dream being in an elevator in a tall building that malfunctions. It drops 15 floors and stops. Then I'm stuck in it long enough to pry the doors and wake up. Ho ho! Fun. I mean, not fun, but yeah. Interesting dream. And then there's analysis. Sorry. Ooh, my eyes look almost green today. Or is that just my TV? Analysis. There's so many analyses of dreams where they can tell you that, like, oh, well, if it's something where you're falling, that could mean this, or, you know, it's always just someone saying something. How accurate that is. Let's dive into my nightmare problems. Okay, so Josh sent a photo. Let's take a gander at this bad boy. Boo. What are we looking at here? Okay, this is the episode with the fade dye from light blue to dark blue. We have the Migron Parasum in the hot pink for Mrs. Wheezy. We have the Swags Mora, what in the hell is this one called? The Swags that I did the laser mark on the blade. We have the Migron that I did the laser mark on the blade and the anodizing on the titanium clip. We have the Sencut Acumen that I did the laser mark on the blade. We have the Gobi that I dyed purple. We have the Kubi Carve. Did I dye that green? Or did I give that away? And then the Titius that I dyed red. So yeah, Wheezy wins for having the most KDK custom knives in his collection. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. If you're interested in one, I do have a few. I don't hard push sell them because I'm not in a market. Is that a market? I'm not in a place where I need to sell them. I have a few that I would sell, but I don't need to. If someone's interested in it, I'd be willing to hook them up so they have something that they want that they might not have been able to dye or customize themselves. But the purple is CGRB, and yes, you dyed it green. I couldn't even remember. I'm like, was that one white? It's funny. I've done like 56 dye jobs on the dye project, and I think I only have, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got maybe 15 of them here, so the other 30, 40 of them are gone, been sold to somebody, so that's cool. I can bring a pyrite light for them this weekend. Iowa's here. Let's get back to Dan's hands. Iowa, these hands, they don't like the pyrite light. I got to do this. Okay, guys, BRB, I need to read, then put my son to bed. We'll see if I'm still here, MPG. I don't know. I'm getting hungry. Maybe. Yeah. Iowa. We're meeting up Saturday. It's going to be fun. I've been excited for this knife show for a while. I remember seeing it in the back of Blade magazine months ago. And I'm like, oh, all right. And I've looked it up and I've never really found too much information on it, which is kind of a bummer. What is this? Why has it got to be so... Sometimes Instagram. I got another request from someone that wants to love me, and I'm not going to open it up. Hi, do you love me? I want to add, like, I just hold them weird. No, I had to hold them weird. I don't need to get into this again. My natural holding position in a calm way with this large hand, I never get cut on a regular pyrite, and I will get cut on the pyrite light. That's a me problem. It's a me problem. Oh, my eyeballs. We've talked about this, putting them down. Oh, that's funny. What kind of bonsai tree is that in the bag? It's a parrot. Shit. Parrot. Let me look it up. And I can tell you exactly. My brain shut off. Parrot's beak. It's a parrot's beak. That's what it's called. I'll grab it. Oh my god. This is a pretty nice one. Look at that new bar. Look at that bad boy right there. Those root systems going on. It's got a nice kind of shape to it. The leaves. They're really, it's a really interesting tropical because the leaves grow and they fall off, and then there's times where this looks fairly bare, and then a few weeks later it's popping up new leaves. I don't know if you can see focus wise. There are little teeny buds popping up all over the place. So it's kind of one of those ones where the leaves only last so long, and then they drop, and then new ones form on a regular basis. Does it do pretty well indoors, or do you move it around? That one stays indoors. I've tested a bunch. I have a lot of plants. I see Kenman is deep in the bush. I do have a lot of plants, and it's a trial and error where you could buy yourself a parrot's beak, and it might not do well in your house. But maybe this one will do well in your house. Or maybe it'll do well in my house, but it won't do well in your house. I've learned myself from plant keeping that it's trial and error, and plants only do well if you care about them and you look at them. I'm an overwaterer is what they call it. There's some people that are underwaterers, overwaterers, which means I care too much, or I think about it too much and worry about it too much, and so then I water it when it doesn't need to be watered, and if you overwater, that's just as bad as underwatering. But I probably bought more than 15, 20 bonsai trees in my life, and I probably only have 5 or 6, and all the others are dead. So I bought plenty of plants. I have a bunch of plants over there. And what happens is you buy 3 or 4 and one of them dies, and you buy a couple more, several of them do well, several of them die. And it's just that trial and error. And I had one where it didn't do well, and then I moved it into another room, and then different lighting, different environment. It was where it was. I learned that it doesn't like drafts, and it was near a vent, and so that vent was echo. Yeah, this little tree is the parrot's beak. It's a parrot's beak bonsai tree. That one is probably, I think it's like 15 years old. I haven't had it that long. I bought it from a bonsai auction. I go to the Bonsai Society. They do auctions a couple times a year, and it's fun. It's super fun. Anyone want a M-Tech Karambit? I won it on a Whatnot show. Don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. I know what you should do with it, Iowa. Yeah, you do. You make content. Give it away. Do a giveaway. People like karambits. I'm not. It's weird how that works. If you get a karambit and make a video and post it, it's gonna get hits. If you make a video on karambits, gravity knives, out the fronts, you're gonna get more hits than some other things, and it's interesting how that works. I found that buck knives, if I post something that says buck knives, it gets more hits than sometimes other things, it's just interesting how certain things get hits, and I think that would. Okay, wife wants to watch a show, so I'm off for the night. Have a great one. What show are you watching, Fook? Rolf Robertson. Oh, Iowa, what are you asking for it? See, there you go. Sell it right now. Karambits are popular. I gave a couple away. I have a few. I have a couple that I have never posted a video. I was swinging one around and cut myself because I went like this, and it was like, boom, caught myself on my thumb, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm an idiot. And I got kind of scared of it, and then I haven't touched it since. Alex Kerber just bought succulents for the first time a couple months ago. Lots I didn't know. Very different care than normal plants. They're actually, in a way, they're easier because they retain, and so you don't need to water them as often. And sometimes it's finding the plants that work for you, and sometimes ones that you don't have to water as much work better. I find you just got to try them. You just try plants, and some of them will succeed, some of them will die. Some of them you can just put in water, like these little jars right here, and grow little sprouts. You can pull them out of there and throw them in the dirt, transfer them. I do a lot of things in water. I have some pothos in my fish tank room that's probably 5 or 6 vines that are like 20 plus years old, 30 some feet long. They're all over the place, and there's no dirt. They're all growing out of the aquariums, and they're the filtration for the aquariums. All those plants are just fighting everything else in the water, in that water column, for the nutrients that plants need. And so like algae grows from those same nutrients. Algae is basically a plant. And when I have that many plants in there, I never have to clean the glass ever. Algae does not grow, and those plants absorb all of it. If anything, I have to add more because of how much they're pulling out of it. Keeps the water really clean. Natural filtration. Works great. Works great. Man, we've been talking about some crazy stuff today. Twisted Sis is in here. What's going on, Twisted Sis? How are you? Popping in towards the end of the night here. Maybe I'll see if there's an interest in a giveaway. Well, Iowa, that's a neat thing. Like, if you got a knife lying around and you are cool with giving it away, go for it. Ken Fix gave me the knife last week. He was like, here, do a giveaway. And it's like, boom, you pop it up. You have a giveaway, do a live. Fun.
Big Bald Guy became a member. Big Bald Guy celebrates 5 months of membership. Hey, just have a second. Love the canoe review.
Thanks, Big Bald. I appreciate you. 5 months. 5 months. Can't really beat 5 months. Barely. Fu could be the only one. Gas station for 5 months, though. It's been 5 months. Wow. Time just goes by, doesn't it? That's a trip. Well, how far behind is this? I was listening because I wanted to hear it say big balls, and it hasn't even gotten to that. I must be... Oh, there it goes. Way behind. Big bold guy. Hey, just have a second, love the canoe review. I appreciate that, Big Ball. The canoe review was fun. Who was it? Someone was giving me a little hell. They're like, it's funny how you do reviews on these extremely expensive knives, and then I do a review on this cheap old canoe knife, and I treat it like it's as important as the expensive ones. And the reality is it is. I am a knife lover. I'm doing okay, Kenman. We got your stickers. Love them. Awesome. I'm glad you do. But yeah, I love knives. I literally am doing this channel because I'm infatuated with them. I love talking about them. I love talking to people about them. Later, Big Ball. Thanks for swinging in quick. Appreciate you. But yeah, even these simple knives, this is like young Kenman remembers the old school canoe knife. I am a camping, outdoorsy guy. I love canoes. I have a canoe. I like fishing. So I always thought the canoe knife was kind of neat. And to me, being a knife lover, sometimes it doesn't matter. You know, I've got a $10 Ozark Trail on the table next to a $300+ custom Vero. Lanyard Man, holy cow, you're still going? Well, I got to get as much as I can out of these knives before I have to send them back to this dude. This dude has somebody send me this knife to look at, and now he wants me to send it to him. Can you believe that, Lanyard Man? Can you believe it? Should I just keep them? Maybe I should just keep all these knives. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing, but man. But again, as a knife lover and a knife channel with no purpose other than to make the content and have fun making the content, talking about things that I enjoy, I will have the $10 knife next to the $500 knife. I'll talk about anything and everything in between. 2-minute warning for whole analyst talk. That was a mistake. You don't trust me? I only kept Mr. Eddie's knives for like a year and a half. I haven't started MPGs or Stacy's or Grizzles, and I'm going to have those for like another 4 months. It's all good, Lanyard Man. I literally have like 1 or 2 more little videos that I want to make, and then I'm going to get them all sent back to you. I'm much appreciative. I know you're going to be excited to get this one. It is a so choice. I highly recommend picking one up. I've been sitting here enjoying it, and he's never even been able to touch it. Dude, oops. It is just... It's fantastic, bro. You have great taste. I appreciate you allowing me to enjoy this for a few days, along with this and the other ones. Great set of knives from Lanyard Man. All lefty action. Beauty. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. 9 o'clock, kids. We are there. Why? Oh, I know why. It's my stupid headphones. That dumb headphone set. I have a good set of headphones that well, actually not the $100+ ones, but I got a decent set of little headphones like these little rechargeable ones for like 25 bucks. And the ones these ones that I had, these are my secondary ones. They're just like touch. There's no button. So you touch them basically anywhere and it thinks you're activating, oh, I want to go to the next track, or I want to turn up the volume, or I want to pause. And so I go like this to just move it, and it's like it thinks I'm touching it. So it does something. It's like, I don't want that. Or I go like this with my hair and it's like activates it. So I got ones with buttons on it where you actually have to push the button. And now I can do this all I want and mess with my hair, and then it just keeps going. But I took that little headphone out of my ear when I was listening, and it paused the chat video over there. When are you sending me that Red Vision FG? No. Wait, you want to buy this Red Vision FG? I don't know if I could sell this one. I mean, this is one, yeah, I could certainly do another one. But like, this is like almost like staple of the channel knife. Wow. Open. Why you gotta be so slow sometimes? But they do have some premium version FGs that I would like to get into. So there is that. Blood splatter chatter. What is that? Sorry, like a squirrel. Sidetracked by cool live streams about horror movies. I was thinking about doing a horror movie tier list one of these days. Is a fun one. Maybe I could do it as a members video or something if anyone's interested. It's getting to be Halloween time, so horror movies are going to be playing regularly on, well, they already play regularly at my home, but even more so around the Halloween time. So here's my channel. Look at the top of my channel. Look familiar? There it is. Rolf Robertson's out. Have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out, Rolf. Been a great night. I enjoy your company. Edwards, popping in at 9:02. Good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah, so I mean, this is like a staple of the channel. But I do want to get a premium version. I'll tell you that. Motel Hell, Ed Durbin. Now you're talking. Who's seen Motel Hell? That's a good one. That is an off the wall one, I tell you that. That's a pretty fun one though. I got a hair on the... Someone also asked me, they said in my videos, I'm always wiping stuff that looks like that there's nothing there. And it's the dust on my table that you can't see. You can kind of see some more of it now, like down here. This little flecks. But when I do the unboxing, sometimes you can't see it, and I sit there and I go like this. And he was like, why are you always wiping stuff that isn't there? I'm like, no, there is stuff there. Maybe I'm tripping and there isn't stuff there. That's what you said about the Arc Blast. I probably did, Josh, but the Arc Blast was never in a photo on my page for a year solid, right at the top of the screen. Like, it has been there, you know? It's been there. Yeah. $1 million. What are these even going for right now? $100? Isn't that what they are? Can you do a faux Damascus laser etching? I could. I was actually messing around with some topography. You've seen the topography map stuff where it's the topography lines. I was actually working up one like that. And that's kind of a similar to the Damascus layer, because you could do that kind of those weird, interesting little topography type lines and then pick some of them and fill in the space in between the lines and give it that kind of a look. I could certainly do it. Lou says I should watch a really bad cheesy horror 80s movie called Basket Case. You mean the one with Belial? Think I haven't seen that movie, Lou? I've seen that movie. Now, the guy who made Basket Case, he made another movie that's only like 2 or 3 years old, Lou. And if you like basket case, you should see this new one. I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up right now. But we can't even talk about it. Hold on a second here. Frank Henenlotter, right? Okay. Frank. I gotta reverse do this to figure it out because I can't remember. Is that the one? That might be it. Yep. Okay, Lou. If you love the premise of Basket Case and it makes you laugh, you should watch the movie. It's called Bad Biology. All right. I don't recommend this movie to anybody. Bad Biology has got a similar kind of a premise. Her lady parts are kind of have their own conscience, and she meets this guy who his parts have. I don't even know how to describe. It's not a good movie, but it's a good movie because you're like, what in the? But it's a movie from the same guy who made the Basket Case movies, where it's basically the guy had a conjoined twin, had it removed, and then he's living his life with his twin in this basket. But it's this funny horror movie. Now ramp that up to 1,000 on acid in a sexual nature. It's a weird movie. I told my buddy though, I was like, yeah, Basket Case, whatever. And he's like, oh, did you see this new one? And that's when it's actually, it's been around, I think it's like 15 years old. Yeah, 2008. So it's been around a while. Bad Biology, Lou. Look it up. And then, tell me which part is your favorite. Let's see some magic, pendejo. I don't know how to do any magic. I already done them all. I don't have much to do today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see. What can we do here? I don't know. Me. Table. Oh, I should have been more way up here because it'll work better right there. And just drop it in the hand like that. Bing, 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 bing. Kathleen Smith's got to go. I got to go too, Kathleen. Have a good night. Sweet dreams to you. I hope sweet dreams to everyone. Watch The Appendage. That one is a trip. It's called The Appendage. Isn't there another more famous movie involving a homicidal psychotic? Maybe there is. I think there is. But it's a woman with insatiable desire for sex and a man with a drug-addicted member come together in an orgy of uncontrolled and grotesque sexual excess. Say that again. Say that again? I don't even know. Yeah, it's nuts. There's some crazy movies out there. I'll tell you what. But yeah, horror movies coming soon. I will start off the ball. Watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. I know there's like a dozen of them, but here's the deal. The original first Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of the greatest movies made. Check that one out. Look up the movie Brain Damage. I've seen that one too, Echo Elvis. That is a great one. Brain Damage. Isn't that one? My brain is not working. Oh, Brain Damage is also from the same guy, Henenlotter. But what's the one that, Bad Taste? You ever see Bad Taste? Bad Taste is the one that Peter Jackson did. Lord of the Rings, before he did all that. Bad Taste is nutty. They're eating soup and like her ear falls off and she eats it. And like they're in a huge fight and the guy basically picks up a lawnmower and uses the lawnmower to cut through everyone in the room. And it's a comedy horror, so it's ridiculous. Check them out. Your face reaction to that movie description would make another great t-shirt. I appreciate it, Lou. Lou, give me your address. I'll send you a t-shirt. Dead Alive. Yes. That's the other name. Or I feel like it's multiple names. Yeah, Dead Alive and Bad Taste are the same movie, I think. I'm pretty sure. Watching Star Wars Episode 6 right now with Tony. Return of the Jedi. One of the best ones. Empire Strikes Back's a little better, I think, personally. I'm an old school Boba fan, though, you know. MPG, everyone is glad you're not putting your son down any longer. Oh, we made it for MPG to get back. Holy cow, 9:15. How do I do this? I haven't even peed. I kick ass for the Lord. Sadly, my brain is too logical and horror movies either wind up boring or I laugh through the whole thing. No horror movie has ever scared me. Ed, there's some truth to that. And there's sometimes that is the response. Because, you know, like horror, like comedy or like laughing sometimes is, not everybody, but, you know, like sometimes that's like a natural reaction to being scared is you go into comedy or, you know, you laugh. Never saw Bad Taste. Sounds awesome. Did see Dead Alive. Was the lawnmower thing in Dead Alive? My God. Bad Taste, 1987, Peter Jackson. Dead Alive. 1992, Brain Dead. Nope, Dead Alive. Brain Dead and Dead Alive are the same. And it's also directed by Peter Jackson. Okay. So, Dead Alive and Bad Taste, both Peter Jackson films, before Peter Jackson turned into the gigantic Lord of the Rings person that we all know. Nothing scares me. I have zero fear. Most horror movies are dumb as shit. Some are okay. See, but again, Ed, I'm trying to think. It's like I watch a lot of horror movies. I love them, but I don't. It's not like I get scared. It's not like they make me freaked out and like get chills up my spine all the time. A lot of times I'm laughing, you know, because it's like I love old school slashers, Jason movies, you know. It's the romp and the kids are at camp and then she takes off her top and then he stabs her, cuts off her head or throws her sleeping bag up against the tree or whatever. And it's like violence, but it's funny. Friday the 13th wasn't made to be funny, but to me, I think it's hilarious. I think it's great. I don't know. Everybody gets something different out of it. You know, and I know some people like jump scare movies. I'm not really into jump scare movies because it's not really scary, and all they're trying to do is that thing, and then the cat's like, ah! You know, like you're like, oh my god, like the. And that's not really for me. I like practical effect, crazy, silly horror movies, and most of them are funny. Like the 90s, all the horror movies in the 90s were more funny than they were scary. Evil Dead 2 is, of course, my favorite. Love Friday the 13th. Yeah, Evil Dead, Mad Yako is right. The Evil Dead series is fantastic. The first one was a little more, they were trying to be scary. The second one, they started bringing in that hardcore comedy factor with the blood, millions of gallons coming out of the wall, and his hand gets possessed and he cuts it off and then it's trying to attack him. Hilarious. Freddy was insane when it was released. We were so blessed in the 80s and 90s. Experience precision for sure. 80s and 90s horror is when it all really started doing its thing. Iowa loves the Alien movies. He's a huge Alien fan. Aliens, the second one, love it. I mean, they're all good. A lot of them are really good. But the second one was my favorite. That one was definitely fun. Lord of the Rings, books, movies, etc. I laugh through horror movies. Why do they always trip at the most horrible time? Why do they go upstairs when they could have went out the front door? I love it in, what is it, part 4. He's in the basement and Jason, he's starting to get killed by Jason. He's like, he's killing me. It's like, what? Who's going to stand there and be like, oh, Jason's killing me? Hilarious. The subtle disarrangement of fornication. Fornication? Fornication. Well, it's the classic. I mean, it's boobs and blood, you know? That's like the classic formula of old school horror movies. Most of them I can guess the next scene. That's true. Sometimes they're very predictable, and sometimes predictability is okay. But sometimes it's just a good old, like this one up here, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This one over here. This is stage fright, right here. Try to frame it. It's so hard to invert it. This is stage fright. This is one of the scenes from Stage Fright. It's from the 87 maybe. It is basically an old Giallo style slasher. Basically, the whole premise is they're rehearsing for a play. Serial killer gets loose. He's in the building, and then he slowly picks off everyone, and that's pretty much it. But it's great. It's a great movie. I love it. It's this classic slasher, fun. And those old Giallo movies, they're overdubbed, but like some of the people actually spoke English. But all of those movies, they're all overdubbed. And so even when they're speaking in English, the mouth doesn't always match up right. But there's something to the charm of that. I don't know. I like it. Makes me happy. It's one of my faves. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Stage Fright. If you want to start your October off right, getting into the Halloween season, my recommendations. Maybe I'll do a weekly recommendation of horror movies if anyone's interested in that. like I said, I would like to do a tier list. I don't know how much this has to do with knives, except all the great horror movies have knives in them. A lot of times the killer uses a knife. So there you have it. Weren't you supposed to feature something in the album of the week position that was signed by someone famous? Weren't you here for that, Lou? Weren't you here? You said, next week you got to post that up. And I did. I thought you were here. LOLIAK. My father-in-law dresses up as Mike Myers every Halloween and wanders around the town. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll go grab it, Lou. May the force be with you. Actually signed by James Earl Jones himself. May he rest in peace. The one and only Darth Vader. Pretty much the only celebrity signature I actually have. I'm not big on... it's not a huge thing for me. I lived in LA and worked for a lot of celebrities, know a lot of celebrities, met a lot of musicians and actors and stuff. It's not that big of a deal. They're cool. It's neat. Some people get super starstruck when I just tell them about some of the people that I met and knew and worked for. But to me, they're just other people, and it's cool. It's fun. But I'm not the type that would, I meet someone, I got to talk to him for a few minutes. I met, I don't know, Neil Patrick Harris is one of the ones I always tell people that they seem to like it because I met him at a Subway. I'm in line at Subway and he's behind me and he's like, oh, I ordered that same sub. And I was like, NPH? What? And he's like, hey, what's up? And I was like, you know what I mean? Just a random kind of a thing. And it was just interesting. When you live in LA, that's what you kind of get. You lucky lurch-like bastard. But yeah, and I found that if you just don't act crazy and just treat them like a normal person and talk to them, they actually will spend more time with you and want to talk to you versus like everyone that they're like, they're like, oh, I need to get out of here, or whatever. And by working for some people, you kind of learn that they're just people too. And sometimes they just want to be treated like normal people. And I don't know. So I'm not a big, if I meet someone, I'm more of an in the moment person. So I try to enjoy that moment as much as I can. And meeting NPH is nothing to brag about. It isn't. Anybody. Whatever. I could say other names, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Because it's just me and I'm just a person. And so I saw somebody who's alive in the planet, whatever, But to me, it's more of that being in that moment. You're talking to Jack Nicholson, and there's Jack Nicholson. I don't want to spend the time to be like, hey, can I have your autograph? I just rather enjoy that experience and live with that and move on. It's nothing against people who get signatures and stuff like that. That's totally fine. That's cool. Everybody likes to collect certain things. But I found that these days, more and more, the people who want a signature, it's not the right thing. It's like now they just want to go and then turn and sell it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm in line. I'm meeting you. Hi, nice to meet you. Can I get this autograph? Oh, what's your name? It's like, no, don't put my name on it. Just sign it. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, well, because they don't want their own name on it because they want to sell it to any generic person and it shouldn't be specific to a name. It's like, now you're spending this whole time to meet someone just so you can get something that now will increase it in value and sell it. It's like, I don't know. But that was a gift from someone they knew I liked Star Wars. They're like, oh, hey, I met him at this convention or whatever. I got this thing. I know you would really appreciate it. And I do. I think it's cool. I have, a few things hang up on the wall. Star Wars, and that's from Empire Strikes Back, which is my favorite Star Wars movie. Darth Vader isn't even really my favorite character. Boba Fett all the way. NPH is okay. It would have been better if it would have met Mark Hamill or Harrison Ford. Yeah. Doogie Howser isn't exactly a panty dropper with the ladies. Nope. No, that's fine. But it's you know, whatever. One of the coolest guys was Ponch, Eric Estrada. I mean, I'm dating myself. Some people are being like, who is Eric Estrada? He played Ponch on Chips. Talked to him a lot. He came into the place I worked regularly. He's a really nice guy, because anyone that he would start talking to, if anyone asked him or wanted his autograph or something, he was someone who would still to this day, if someone stops him on the street, he'll give him a half hour of time and just sit and talk to him. Really nice guy. Or if you had met Carrie Fisher and got her autograph. Yeah. Yeah. But that's fine. It is what it is. It's 9:30, guys. Holy snap. I gotta go. I'm starving. Thank you all. It's been a great night, as per usual. Lou was absolutely on fire. If you popped in late tonight, go back and watch the stream. I mean, you won't be able to see the... you'll have to wait. I think it takes like a little while before the stream chat actually pops up in it. But go back and watch that and read the stuff Lou commented on. Hilarious. Good times. For real. Had lunch with Danny Glover in 99 and he was way nice. High school kid that was sitting alone and he joined you. How cool is that? See, that's a fun one. I met the dude from original Hills Have Eyes. Michael Berryman? Now, see, that's rad too. Some people won't even know who Michael Berryman is. But that is neat. Very cool, Iowa. What a fun one. I remember when I was a kid, I served Leslie Nielsen from the Naked Gun movies and stuff. He was always on. Lush.
Thanks. Had a blast.
Thank you, Echo. I also had a blast. I love this. I love you guys. I love this community. It's so much fun. Just sitting here hanging out. 3.5 hours. I haven't even had to go to the bathroom. That's not possible. If I was sitting here not doing this, I would have gone. I don't know what it is about sitting here. Just the time goes by. I have such a good time interacting with everyone and talking and hanging out. Chatting knives, chatting not knives. Watch a horror movie. We'll see you next week. This is your assignment for those that are still here. Watch a horror movie. I don't care which one it is. Watch it. Tell me about it. Tell me which one you have. Please tell me you have a pic of you with Poncherello. Probably. God, I'd have to find it. I don't know. I bet I did at some point. Good old Ponch, dude. He was a trip. He was a trip. And Leslie Nielsen, that was fun. That was interesting. But I was a server at the Mall of America. Wow. Wow. That must have been 99. Unreal. Echo watches horror movies all the time. So it should be easy then. Pick a good one. Pick a good one. But if you watch Stage Fright, if anyone comes back and says they watched Stage Fright last week, yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you all. You're great. Really fun time. A lot of good stuff coming in the future. More custom stuff. More great things. A lot of Shipwreck action coming really soon. Peace, y'all.